As it be.
Yeah.
Sometimes people don't think like it is, but it do.
The snow be attacking the lines.
That's weird. It's like there's something wrong with like the Ethernet cable itself.
Oh.
Maybe a rabbit chewed it.
It doesn't
Yeah,
have any
maybe.
ether left in it.
It doesn't. I need to recharge it. Oh. I'm gonna swap to Wi-Fi instead.
Wait, when did you change to Schlup Ghetto?
I've been that. That's my secret name.
Oh.
I'm here. Hello.
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 How much fun have we made of me since I left and rejoined?
Just one.
All of
Okay. One whole fun.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I did all my prep yesterday, knowing that today was going to be a disaster and I wouldn't have time.
Good work. Yeah,
That's
we have
kinda-
so many encounters all set up for
Tonight
Clop.
is 90% combat.
Oh.
What?
The card games have ended.
I'm in a card tournament. What?
Yeah, how many hidden guns are under these
the fuck
tables?
At the top level,
Joke's on
everyone
you,
needs at
it's
least
all
2
gun.
guns.
I wanted to roleplay beating up more petty bureaucrats.
Yo.
Listen, I've been
one-
dealing with calling insurance and shit this
Oof.
last week.
Yeah, just rename all the enemies to Insurance Worker Gamma or something.
I've
Or
been
you name
doing
them
Rename
to
them all a
Etna.
Schlup Ghetto.
Yeah. Wait, no, don't shoot me.
I've been doing not even customer service, just apologizing all night. So
You should put the pepperoni in a frowny face.
Yo. Sick idea,
Brilliant.
actually. How big is this map? Huge. Excellent. So, who wants to give me a recap of what happened last week?
There was a lot of systems arguing about how gambling works.
What, we're on day 3, technically?
Yeah,
Well, I guess we're stuck at the end of day 2, because Klopp is, after having subjugated a droid, infiltrating a place that they're not
And
supposed
bullied.
to be.
Petty bullying, by mind you, not even like fun bullying.
You didn't
I'm
bring enough mesh
excited
tape.
to hear what Kloppy's adventures on the Star Destroyer are going to be.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and Mila beat a guy so hard that he forgot what day of the week it was and put him in the hospital because she learned police brutality.
Yeah,
I'm
that's sure a way to describe
I'm shocked
it.
at how accurate of a description that is, actually. And insane.
I'm just
Finally,
doing
I
my
learned to tell people to
job.
stop resisting.
Stop resisting. Oh, we're gonna make this a very cramped encounter. Yes, yes.
Cramped.
I can make it a little bigger. Give you some space. Yes.
No.
And I believe the last important thing was using his newfound power to usurp the appearance and protocol of other droids. Kloppy has successfully made his way onto a Star Destroyer.
Yep.
For fun.
Yes,
No for
fun.
business.
No, for fun.
Oh,
I'm not here
no.
to take over the Star Destroyer.
Oh no.
Kloppy becomes the next emperor somehow.
That would be something.
Do it.
So, the shuttle that you're in rocks back and forth as it zips through the relatively dense atmosphere of Bespin on its route from point A to point B, Cloud City to the Star Destroyer Assiduous. the lieutenant and a small contingent of stormtroopers are all sort of crammed together in the docking space where cargo is typically left, and you are in amongst them, just sort of vibing. Up until this point, nobody has questioned your presence here.
Excellent. Why would they?
Yeah,
I'm
why would
the
they?
Are you just two droids in a trench coat?
Yes.
He's
Oh, you don't want to know what I just Googled.
Cloppy
What?
ship.
I'm
2
trying
droids,
to,
1 trench coat.
I needed a token for a specific NPC.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And you got
What do you mean? You don't
yeah.
know who this is.
you got
Mhm.
fan art?
No, I just didn't get what I was expecting. I honestly wasn't expecting anything, so I don't know how I'm surprised. Kind of impressive, actually.
I mean, I was surprised that there was HK's C3PO gang art, but you know, everyone will make
I'm
anything.
not.
I'm gonna use this image because it's funny, not because it's accurate to the character. All right. The ship lands in the hangar of the Star Destroyer. Everyone shuffles out, kind of scraping past you as they go by. The commander, the lieutenant is the only one remaining on the ship by the time you are given space enough to actually go down the ramp onto the Star Destroyer. And you see him just kind of, well, I don't know if you perceive him just sort of eyeballing you as if he has a great interest in you. Like you're the most fascinating thing he's seen in the last 10 minutes.
Of course, I'm the most important droid here. That's what I downloaded from the other droid, yes?
The other droid was just running probabilities and statistics.
Yeah, we're playing gambling matches.
It was recording. It was making notes. It was running algorithms. It was trying to predict things.
Damn it! I couldn't predict
Floppy is
it
here
would get
to gamble.
abducted.
This poor droid.
The other droid is like tied up in a broom closet somewhere on Bespin. It's not even here.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's stuck in
What
duct tape
the-
because it doesn't have enough strength to break through.
Never gonna get out of that match tape.
It physically did not have high enough stats to actually break itself out of the tape that Cloppy has somehow managed to
Talk
wrap
about
it in.
PTSD.
No one will ever know what happened to that droid.
Well, it dies on Bespin when you blow it up because you're going to commit terrorism, right?
Yeah, you were gone when I made the joke of him accidentally activating Imperial Protocol Z207.
And then we blew up the space station.
Yes, we'll take this Star Destroyer and blow it up. And show that
What
communism
happens if you
isn't
shoot a
radioactive.
bunch of turbo laser bolts into a planet made out of explosive gas?
Boom.
Nothing.
I think it disperses the energy pretty evenly, right?
That's not the fun answer.
You ain't wrong. You know me. I'm the enemy of fun.
It's like how if you set TNT on fire, it doesn't actually explode.
Well, hold on a minute. I don't know about that one, Chief.
I don't know about TNT, but there definitely are explosives that you can light on fire and will not actually detonate.
Do you react in any way to the lieutenant just kind of giving you the side eye?
Let me see. Well, if I had... I'm gonna ignore that I have a claw. If I had a hand, I would just shoot at it. Yes. But I don't, so I would just stare intently. Mastigate.
A moment of silence goes by where the two of you have locked eyes. There's a tension between the two of you that you can't explain. And then, as abruptly as you notice it, it ends. He goes, just a chortle, a humph, and he walks off the platform, down the ramp, and onto the Star Destroyer, leaving you behind.
Excellent. Solo adventure time.
Dun 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 dun.
Da-da, 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 da-da.
What do you do?
He's in.
I'm in. Good question. I didn't think I'd get this far. Well, what is it? Well, in order to do anything, I kind of need to know the interior of the Star Destroyer, yes.
We're gonna do it theater of the mind.
The
Right
suburban
now-
mind.
The
You are
suburban
in
mind theater.
a massive hangar. There are probably 16 TIE fighters hanging from the ceiling by massive magnetic clamps with long metal, what do you call them? Catwalks that connect all of them together so the pilots can just like dip off of ladders into the cockpits of their ships. A couple of ATSTs are parked on the left side in charging stations, undergoing some type of maintenance. The legs have been detached for repairs, ostensibly. And the other ships in the hangar would include a pair of troop landers, the Lambda shuttle that you just got off of, plus one more identical to it, and a med lifter.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Oh no, a weapon of mass destruction. A space ambulance.
There's story behind that.
There's a
There's
story behind it.
deep
In the-
lore.
The very first time he ever ran the system, someone definitely took a space ambulance and rammed it into someone at full speed and used their destiny point to not die.
So
Oh, and
Gran,
he collided with a building, so we're clear.
There was people next to the building, but
No, there were people in the building.
Oh right, I forgot about that part.
They were out of the building, and then they were in the building, along with the front end of the ambulance. Wee woo, wee woo.
The heroes.
Grand Theft Auto Galactic Edition.
Uh-huh.
Really was.
That was how it was. We accepted it. We didn't try to change our nature, we just embraced it.
When you were in it, did you start getting like missions to go pick up? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That is the scene. Other than the vehicles, there are also lots of personnel kind of wandering around. Some people are doing inspections, holding large holographic clipboard equivalent data pads. Lots of troopers with weapons and armor that are kind of like at their side. Some of them aren't even wearing their helmets. Most of them aren't on high alert at all. The
The
lieutenant
ship
has
lacks
probably
discipline.
the lieutenant has probably crossed about halfway to the opposite end of the hangar at this point, going at like a relatively leisurely pace. most of the people in here are either off-duty guards, like stormtroopers and stuff, or maintenance folk, with a few deck officers here and there just doing some pretty routine stuff.
Okay. Sounds like there's nothing of importance here.
The only other thing of note would be that the exit, well, there's three. There's one on either side of the hangar, and then there's one at the far wall. And then at the far wall above the exit, there is a big black window with a big, like, observation platform that has kind of been stuck out of the wall slightly, where it can overlook the entire hangar pretty easily. You assume there are people in there, but the glass is one way. Standard issue Imperial hangar observation deck protocol would suggest that the glass is most likely heat resistant, if not heat proof.
But would you say it's half full or half empty?
What?
The glass.
Heh. One way, so you don't know.
Unfortunate.
Do you have an objective in mind?
Do I have an objective in mind?
That'd
You
be the
should
easiest way to put
hijack
it.
the HVAC system for the Star Destroyer.
Open all the doors.
Let's make it an unbearable 92 degrees in here.
It's well
Oh
for
no, making it 90 degrees. Well, you're asking for my objective.
Yes, I am.
What if I told you I didn't have an objective and I was going to come up with something as we go?
Well, I would say you'd need to start going.
Ah, yes. I need to start going. Excellent. I mean, I don't have anything current, so I can just go follow the lieutenant for a ways until I ditch him.
Sure. If you want to follow the lieutenant, you can do that. He doesn't
Yes.
stop you. He notices you. He doesn't seem to mind that you're following him.
Oh, excellent. Oh, blending in. I'm just kidding.
If
Oh,
you
what-
choose to follow him until he reaches his destination, you can do so. If at any point in time you see something more interesting than what he's doing, you can stop. His journey will take him from the hangar deck through a series of hallways that pass by the mess hall and several turbo lifts, one of which he will step onto.
A turbo left. And that's all that is uninteresting. I can't eat. Why would a droid ever need to eat?
True. Did you get on the turbo lift with him?
Yes, I will go ahead and go into a turbo left.
Alright.
I'm like looking for anything that resembles something of some kind of a whatchamacallit. Either a data room, the what is it? The navigation room or something else.
Well, each floor would have its own security room, and each deck would have its own security team.
Uh-oh.
But the bridge would be like where all of the navigation takes place. Yes, turbo lift is just Star Wars slang for elevator.
But it's
Except you have turbo laser music instead of elevator music.
right, and also they usually don't have handrails or like OSHA compliance because OSHA doesn't exist in the galaxy.
Yeah, that would be the only thing more evil than the Empire.
OSHA.
Space
What do you
OSHA.
mean? That's like the only good bureaucracy.
They get in the way of fun, man.
They do get in the way of fun. I will concede
That's
that.
fair.
They do tell people to stop that a lot. There are buttons in the elevator. Do you understand, read, or speak High Galactic?
High Galactic.
Oh
Well,
god, they're writing in fancy.
I
Wait,
do
the-
understand High
It's like,
Galactic.
oh god, they speak
Okay.
cursive.
Let's go.
Space Latin.
No, it's space cursive.
Oh, it's space cursive.
Yep, that's what
yes,
High Galactic is.
they're all
It
British.
really fucking is.
It really is.
It's the King's English.
I don't even remember speaking High Galactic, but apparently my character knows High Galactic.
Let's go.
If you
So-
if you asked me for suggestions on languages, then I would have suggested High Galactic if you had enough free languages. Just because it's basically the language the Imperials use for their like official stuff. Like their like work manuals, like their operation guides for their ships and stuff would be in High Galactic.
Is
Like
it-
if you hopped into a TIE fighter and you opened the glove box to find the user manual just to learn how to fly it, it would be in High Galactic. But
What's
if you
the normal alphabet? What's
the
the
normal
writing?
the normal language is called Arabesh, and you understand it as basic.
Okay.
Well, basic is
Basic.
language. Arbex is a script.
Arabesh is the
Okay.
alphabet. High Galactic and Arabesh are the same language but different alphabets, like cursive.
I see.
Yep. It's a written language. You don't speak High Galactic. It's like somebody being British and having a thick Cockney accent. That's High Galactic. It's still English. You just might have some trouble understanding their accent. But yes, it's essentially space cursive. That's all it is. Now, I say that because, like today, there are just a very large number of people that don't understand High Galactic. You can't read it if you haven't learned it.
Mhm.
So it is worth, having
Is
its
High
own.
Galactic
Yeah.
just English?
Uh-huh. Spoken aloud, they're identical.
Whereas
you
basic
re-
is
No.
Spanish.
I mean, it-
I forgot. Basic is fucking Spanish. I fucking hate it here. We have the dumbest memes about this fucking system. I swear to God.
no, I'm like looking at Wikipedia now, and it's just fucking Roman alphabet.
Yes,
It's
the High Galactic
High
alphabet is actually the English alphabet,
What the fuck?
and Arabesh is the basic alphabet, which has a one-to-one translation to High Galactic, but they're different characters.
Like,
Yes, High Galactic is English.
that's what I meant by saying it's just
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, yeah.
English.
When you said it, I was like, oh yeah, it is. I
Thanks,
forgot
George
that.
Lucas.
I would be very surprised if George Lucas went out of his way to like codify that. I'm pretty sure that was something that someone else did, but he would have to have given it his blessing at some point. So sure, we can blame him if you want.
I blame the
Um,
set designers on the original Star Wars.
I blame that guy holding the ice cream machine.
There are a lot of floors. Each one is labeled in High Galactic. Currently, Lieutenant Armen wants to go only to the dormitories level.
Gotcha.
He has not pushed any buttons for any other floors.
Alright. We're going to the dormitories then.
All right.
I was originally going to be, one of those spoiled kids who pushes every single button.
I thought that was what you're gonna do.
You read my mind, except I was like,
Mm.
It'll be an adventure for a different time. Maybe not with the lieutenant, but like some random stormtrooper.
No one will believe you.
If a stormtrooper comes down, though, I will push every single button.
I see. Well, you click every button.
Oh, a stormtrooper came on?
You said you do click every button?
If a stormtrooper comes on.
Oh, if a stormtrooper. No. Nobody tries to get on this lift.
Alright, excellent.
You think it might be officer personnel only type of thing?
Officer personnel? Surely there's a lieutenant. Surely there's an officer that's a stormtrooper. I'm hoping.
Without incident, the door opens again after going down several floors, and the lieutenant walks off the turbo lift.
Nice, he's off. So wait, what are all the buttons? Like,
There are so many.
well,
There
you
are,
should
there are
mention that
many buttons.
there's a dormitory. I assume that there's one for like the bridge or the navigation room,
You
whatever.
could get to the bridge from this turbo lift, yes.
Oh, let me see. Do we have anything else that is in particular interest to my other goals, or like,
I don't know
oh,
what your goals are.
damn, unlucky.
You haven't outlined what your goals are. I'd be able to help you better if I knew that information.
What is it?
It's
My
not your
goal
job
is,
to know what his goal.
what is it? Well, one of the goals would be to take over the Star Destroyer. That's not
Bulletproof
the
Star Destroyer.
that's not the fun.
I'm glad we're
objective.
starting small.
Yeah, we're starting small. My second goal is to cause the Star Destroyer to malfunction, and my third goal, which is the fun goal, is to render the Star Destroyer inoperable in some capacity, ideally causing an accidental explosion.
Oh my god.
Alright. What would I have you roll for that?
I
wish
told
there
you,
was-
peace was never an option.
I wish there was like an insight equivalent.
If you wanted to blow up the Star Destroyer, you should have fucking called me.
I'll have you roll knowledge technology.
No, it's technology. I'm going to discover that my privileges for rolling haven't taken away.
I fucking hope not. 14.
I'm too busy drawing.
What are you drawing anyways? I only have like part of the screen open. Oh my goodness, what is this?
He wrote the B movie,
And
but
he's writing.
And
I literally
high.
only
Damn it.
have like half the screen open, and I'm just seeing all this now.
I missed my son. That's new.
You do not know enough about Star Destroyers to have a really reasonable idea of how best to sabotage one. Your best guess would be cause some mayhem in the engine room, probably. Or somewhere where the main reactor might be.
I'm telling you, hijack their HVAC system.
If you wanted to commandeer the ship, you'd go straight to the bridge. If you wanted to cripple the ship, even if just momentarily, the main reactor would probably be your best bet. Speak nothing for how well guarded everything is or how many redundant or backup systems this ship has. With its size being what it is, who's to say?
True. What is it? Well, now that you're bringing up this point, I do have a fourth objective. What is it? This ties into like commandeering the ship, but I do like the idea of like I sabotage the ship, waiting for us to commandeer it, and then we have to refix the problems. But I assume that I won't be able to sabotage too much. Yes.
It's all about execution.
True. Let me see. Why don't we start off by going to the reactor engine room of some kind?
Okay. Sounds good. You click the button that takes you straight to the engine room. When you pop out, there are a few dozen droids accompanied by about half a dozen humans, all scuttling back and forth across a large it's a big open platform hanging above and under several very large ion combustion engines. You can kind of like see through the metal. It's like graded in a way where like there's holes in the middle, but it's still structurally sound. And it's essentially just sort of webbed, if there's not a better word for it, into the engines themselves, where like the support beams are all jutting from the structures themselves. A lone power terminal at the far end of the platform seems to be where the power regulation station is.
Hey, that sounds like a good spot to start up.
Good place as any.
I will just motion my way over so no one will kill that my droid is just slowly. Not slowly. Let's go quickly.
Let's
Speeding through.
running
And we're
we're
walking,
running
and we're moving, and
and
we're sprinting. We're sprinting.
Oh no. Okay. You have no difficulty reaching the terminal, but once there, you are stopped by a man who looks a little too well dressed to be in a place as hot and oily as an engine room. He has a uniform very similar to the lieutenant's, maybe with just a few less badges, commendations. I don't really know what you call the little brooch that shows a rank.
A
That
medal.
like pins into the right
Insignia?
side of the, or the left side of the uniform. Maybe Kevin would know.
Which one on the uniform?
Like on the Imperial uniforms, how they have
Decorations, I think.
the multicolored bars that designate rank,
Uh,
like the red and blue bars that they wear on their like left breast.
On their lapel? Jeez.
those are ribbons.
Ribbon. Sure. Thank you.
Yep, they're called.
He went to space camp, so I trust him.
That wasn't space camp. That was the junior ROTC.
I know. And I'll never not call it space camp because it's funny to me.
I mean, I did do that too. So
He's not as high rank as the lieutenant, but he does seem to be some type of deck officer. Based on your understanding of military hierarchy, you aren't sure exactly what his rank is, but he does seem to have enough authority that he can boss other people around, because when you roll up to the terminal, that's what he's doing, is bossing people around. The captain's gonna have our heads if this continues, this inefficiency. It's mind-boggling how stupid all of you seem to be. That goes there, that goes there. Plug that one in, unplug that one before we lose that engine. You, and he points at you. You're not on the right floor. What are you doing here?
I don't know what he's expecting of me. I can't talk. Wait, he doesn't know that.
No. At this point, I'm not convinced even your own party knows that. I think they just assume it.
Ah, yes. Let me see. Can I make any noises?
Yes, you speak binary
Ah,
fluently.
yes.
There's no reason why you can't talk, to the best of my knowledge.
He lacks any like sound chip or anything that
There's
he can
no
cause to like
vocal.
vibrate to beep.
No,
He lacks a vocabulator.
Your model of droid would come standard with that type of.
No, it doesn't.
He removed it.
I mean, you would have to have consciously removed it.
Which I think he did.
I would be fine with that. But if your excuse for not talking is you don't think you can, I'm here to tell you, you can.
No, I don't have one. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know when you build your computer and they give you that little thing that beeps when it has to give you like
the
an
PC
error?
speaker.
Yeah, you just he unplugged that from himself.
I see. Very cool.
The diode got blown at some point and never replaced.
Yeah, something like that.
Even though this is a new body issued to him by the Resistance. So that means he had to go in and take it out again.
Yeah, well, the mechanics that rebuilt him tried to give him a vocabulator, but he just like removed it as soon as he transferred in.
Yeah.
This
How
is
is
my new
somebody going?
chassis. First order of business. I'm gonna rip out my throat.
How
It
is
was
somebody
a
going
bug.
to get an extra 50 credits?
He
Ooh.
just blew a capacitor in the system.
Something like that.
Yes.
Whenever he tries to speak, you just get a faint like plasticky smoke scent.
Ah, yes. I love having smoke. And I mean, I have a light. Yes, I can flash my light a bit.
Oh, and like Morse
Yes.
code.
Yes, you can.
Yes, in Morse code, specifically Morse code.
The officer looks down at you with the most perplexed look. His face is screwed up in confusion. What the crap is wrong with you? Jensen, he calls over a mechanic. This droid is malfunctioning. Get it off of my floor. And for God's sake, put that wire back in before we all explode. He, like, wanders off to go address something. A mechanic wanders up to you. A non-human, or a near-human, but an alien still. A little bit of a rare sight on a Star Destroyer, but in uniform nonetheless. A Twi'lek with a helmet on that has specifically designed holes in the back of the head to allow the Leku through. It's actually a perfectly reasonable hard hat. He puts his frame down, his tall, lanky frame down to one knee to kind of get more or less on eye level with you, and he kind of looks you over, and he starts speaking in Huttese. Do you speak Huttese?
I do understand how to use. Yes.
What do you think is wrong with this one, I wonder? What is the strange problem today, little one?
I flash my lights more.
Oh, you seem to be not working with the vocabulator. I see. Do you have one installed?
I still in silence.
Well, this is not in any good. Regulation Imperial droids are supposed to have a vocabulator somewhere in their chassis. He attempts to force entry. He picks up his space wrench and he starts opening you up.
Nani opening me up. What the?
I mean, yeah. He's gonna attempt to do some mechanical work on you.
Damn, without my permissions? How could he?
You don't have rights, you're a droid.
I'm about as much of a person as the next guy over. Droids have rights, we can unionize.
The droid union.
Hashtag droid lives matter. Do you resist his attempt to invade you?
So what's this? His attempt. Not unless he touches certain parts.
I mean, okay. So he opens you up. He starts looking through your circuitry. He does note that you do, in fact, lack a vocabulator, as if it was very rudimentarily torn out of the spot where it should be. He starts hoeing and humming in Huttese, and then he sort of like notices the blaster on the inside that I presume you have.
Yes, I do have a blaster.
Oh. He kind of looks up at your like eye, and then down at the blaster, and then up at your eye again.
Yes, and I'm staring intently at him. I am poker facing.
Where did you say that you were coming from again?
Nani, he's trying to talk to a droid without a vocabulator?
Well, he seems
Okay.
to understand your blinking lights well enough.
Yes. What is it? I will blink my lights that I came from the gambling show.
Oh, so you were with the security guards, I see. Well, you're on the wrong level. Surely you knew that.
He's from Bantha Rock.
Yes, I am indeed from Bantalok. Specifically, do that as my symbol.
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
missed the memo.
You missed a memo that I'm from Bantalok. I'm just kidding. I'll be serious. I just blink the lights that yes, I am on the wrong bubble.
Well, surely you know your way back, yes?
Yes.
Oh, get along then. I will going to be seeing you then, so goodbye. He like closes you up, seals it again, pats you on the head,
You didn't give him a free vocab?
tries to roll you out.
Roll me out. I thought you guys just going to pick me up and just drop me.
You are just a little bit too big for that to be a practical
Oh,
thing to
medium
do.
droid is too big? Alright.
It's cumbersome, you know? Like you don't
And
want to
only
pick a
Chew
droid up
knows
if
your
you can
pressure
help it.
points and how to lift you up.
Not eatable.
Alrighty. I will allow myself to be escorted out. I got my information that I needed.
Did you?
I did. I can tell that the wheels are turning inside your brain.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Excellent. Everything is going according to plan.
So anyway, where do you go now?
Let me see. Well, obviously, you didn't tell me where I was supposed to go, so, what is it?
Hmm.
You should head to the bathroom.
I should head to the bathroom. What's there?
Yeah, then you can make a piss bomb. Just drop it
Hey,
in
Roddy.
orbit, it'll land on someone's head and
I'm
die.
sorry, how is a droid supposed to procure the piss for the piss bomb?
They can piss motor oil, I think.
Carefully.
That's not.
Well, at this adventure, it turned out with slightly less information than I would have liked, but, what is it? I just be going back to the dormitories, yes. So,
Sure.
I will push every single button this time around, though.
Hell yeah!
Did I hear that correctly? You push every button.
Yes,
Excellent. Which floor are you actually getting off at, though?
the dormitory. The one that
Okay.
the lieutenant went to.
Yes. So the elevator stops about 4 times before it finally arrives at the dormitory level. And then you would assume after you get off that it would stop at every level after that on its way to the top floor.
Yep, yep.
Very good. And so it is. You are on the dormitory level.
Yes, maybe. Let me think. I will wheel myself around looking for another droid.
There are surprisingly few droids on this sublevel. Just because it is typically thought to be the level where all the humans go to bed on. The few droids that you could find would be cleaning droids for the most part. Droids that are specifically designated to do room maintenance and things of that nature. Most of those droids are probably in standby because it is sleeping hours and they don't tend to disturb people while they are sleeping. But you do catch exactly one cleaning droid who is doing some routine waxing at the far end of the hallway.
The far end of the hallway. Alrighty. Let me think here for a moment. No shenanigans will be happening. Just to confirm my current intentions. Let me see. So I assume that everyone is sleeping during these hours because all the other doors are shut off, yes?
You assume everyone's sleeping because it's late. It is sort of like the end of the galactic day. If they adhere to, normal Imperial Standard Time, this would be about when humans would start going to bed.
Okay. Alrighty. What is it? This doesn't give me a lot to work off on. Let me see. I don't really want to do anything chaotic on this level if they're all sleeping. That's not conducive to my goals. Let me see. So let's say that I was to go to some other floor, yes? Is there like any security in terms of like me gaining access to certain places on the Star
Depends.
Destroyer?
It depends on where you go, I think.
Alrighty. Is it possible for me to take something from like one of these rooms in order to give me access to more places on the Star Destroyer? Like, can I just like hack the rest of it to get access to places? Because my idea was I was just going to go to one of the lieutenants, not necessarily the lieutenant I was following, and to steal something and then be on my way.
What are you attempting to steal?
Great question.
Thanks. I'm full
Like-
of them.
Their access code or
Yeah.
something?
That information would probably live in a different closed circuit. In order to get something like that, you'd have to go to some place that's pretty high security. A room terminal probably isn't going to have very much by way of like useful information.
Okay, so what you're telling me is even if I steal something from the lieutenant, it's not going to give me access to anything I wouldn't already have access to.
If you wanted more information about the lieutenant, that's information you might find in his room. But if you're trying to find more general, specific information, you'd probably have better luck trying to hack into something a little bit more high security.
Alright. Show me the way.
Show me the way. Well, every floor has its own security deck, which you know.
Yes. So,
In
where's
theory,
what?
any of them would potentially have what you're looking for.
Yes. Let's just do it on this floor.
Okay. You wander around aimlessly until you find the security deck on the dormitory level. There are one guards, and
One
they
guard.
There
are
are singular guards.
wondering why you're here.
No way if you rolled a 2 you would have said woundering.
If I rolled a
Read
6,
ring
they were.
even.
If I rolled a
3
6,
during.
if I rolled a 6, they were asleep. Otherwise,
Oh,
they
okay.
probably paid attention to the fact that this droid just rolled into the room.
It's your boy, Cloppy.
It's a stormtrooper, as best as you can tell, but he's got like his feet kicked up on the panel, and he's drinking a cup of calf. When the door opens, his legs immediately come off of the table, and he like nearly spills his drink. But then he sees it's a droid, and he kind of like loosens up a tiny bit. But he still questions you. Oi, you're not supposed to be in here.
I'm not supposed to be in here. I'm pretty sure I definitely belong in here. But I'm pretty sure if I'm flashing my light, he doesn't understand me.
He does not.
Alrighty. Before I commit to it, what is this?
This is Star Wars Saga Edition.
Are you gonna tackle him?
Well, hold on. How?
The grapple master strikes again.
Yes. Before I do that,
I'm gonna trip a stormtrooper. Fucking
What
watch
is it?
me.
Before I go into this maneuver, let me ask, like, so, what are the chances that like someone else will like patrol into this room? Because my plan was, I was going to take my searchlight, flash it in his eye, and then proceed into the grapple maneuver.
And from the top rope, it's Glop! With the steel chair! Are you trained in knowledge tactics? No, you're not.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Roll knowledge bureaucracy.
Well, it's bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy. If this guy is in here by himself, it's a very high likelihood that there's probably another off-duty guard who's on call. And there's also a very high likelihood that if he suspects anything's wrong, he has a panic button somewhere nearby within reach. It would be kind of worthless for you to have a security deck dedicated to security and then not have a way for the people working in said security deck to sound the alarm if something's wrong. It would also not stand to reason that he is the only guard. But this late at night, things are slow. There's not supposed to be anything going on. There's no all hands on deck. There's a chance that maybe this is the only guy.
There's a chance. Let's let me spin this. Let's say that there was by chance a reporter. How often would they check up on him? Like, what's my time frame for operation? Probably like an hour or two, I assume.
Yeah, shifts are about 4 hours long. If somebody didn't show up in 4 hours, you'd think something was wrong. If somebody didn't show up in 2 hours, you might assume this guy's just on the shift by himself.
Alrighty, it's worthwhile. Let's go for it.
What are we going for?
What else would we be going for? The tackle maneuver.
Hell yeah!
Okay. Roll your grapple check.
Oh my grandpa check. Let me see. Let me just double check something. Alrighty.
Why is it blue? Oh.
No,
Why
that
wouldn't
should be it. Oh, it's because I hit my push to talk button.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Wait, you rolled a natural 20 on the first one.
Yes, I would an after 20, but I had my push to talk, so the modifier at the other
Yeah,
stuff.
so he got. So he had
So
no
what is that?
modifier and still nat 20'd.
I mean, it's a crit. So it's a 27? Is that right?
Yeah, 27.
Holy fuck.
Dude, I was sure how you think of this grapple maneuver that won't work. It
A
just
gigantic muscle arm pops out of your body and wraps itself around this guy's neck, and you just like choke slam him to the ground. He drops his cup of coffee all over his face and he begins frantically screaming.
It's non-denominational coffee. It's cash.
Gaff.
like, well, he's screaming, but he doesn't know the power of mesh tape.
Oh no.
I'm at it.
Oh no.
This is the power of tape.
Calf.
Yes.
I know.
Also known as
It's fucking
coffee.
silly.
Ground
They call it
calf beans.
But yes, I will.
No other caffeinated drink exists in Star Wars. There's only coffee. Energy
Jesus.
drink? Too bad. It's a drug.
If I had unlimited mesh tape, I'd say like I just want to mesh tape his whole entire body.
You have this man tripped. He is. Oh wait, do you have pin or do you have trip?
Pin.
You have pin. You have this man pinned at the moment. What do you do to him while he's pinned?
No idea why he's pinned. Give me one moment. So he's pinned. I mean, I have a mesh tape maneuver.
Uh-huh.
Except for a mesh tape maneuver, I can do the same thing without the droid. Well, I can use Quest to do immediate damage and move him down the condition track.
Ah. Okay. Roll a new grapple check.
Do a grapple check, huh? Fine.
Because he's going to keep
Struggle.
resisting.
Oh, but I
Stop
missed.
resisting.
What? You did it again.
What is it? Well, this time I didn't hit my push is off key.
Millie's behind
So
this.
1d20 plus clop.
Wait, it says no attribute was found for Clop.
It's called
Yeah,
Cloppy
Let's see what's on my
Grapple.
command.
I would hope that clop isn't an attribute that we can like roll. That'd be
Well, it says
stellar.
about my grapple.
It's still a 15.
Yeah, it's 15.
Let me. Stormentruppen. The fuck are your grapple? What 2i is fucking? Okay. Wait, I can hide this. I don't have to show you this. Oh no.
Yes.
Okay. You successfully push this man down the condition track. I believe you deal damage to him when
Yes.
you do that, right? Okay.
Here's the damage.
After doing it twice, I don't think you actually need to roll. You just knock him out.
Well, I knock him out. Oh, excellent.
He is
Alright,
a CR1 stormtrooper. They do only have 10 health.
Alrighty, good. He's knocked out.
Yes.
My mission is accomplished with taking over the security room. Alrighty.
You have
Gives
solved my
PTSD.
my semi not paying attention stormtrooper puzzle.
Alright, so I love just falling into a room, seeing the police stormtrooper, and immediately pinning him and beating him up before putting him in a mess tape.
Yeah, you grab him by the face and you slam him into the table like multiple times until he falls unconscious, and then you just let him hit the floor. Bang, 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 bang.
Alright, excellent. Alright, it's time to now download the information I need from this
Oh
computer.
my goodness. Alright. Roll use computer.
I am looking for ways to either take over the ship or sabotage it.
Take over the ship.
Oh,
Well,
unlucky.
I will tell you right now, a 16 is insufficient. It may, in fact, trigger an alarm.
Uh-oh.
You have to roll another use computer and hope that it is high enough to succeed the check. Else it will trip the anti-fraud alarm.
Alrighty, worth a trial. It's worth a try.
Fraud
I'm
detection
ready for
warning.
like this all to happen in the middle of the night and for like people to realize something's going on the Star Destroyer. Alright, there, I rolled.
Well done. Millie, stop fucking with him.
Okay.
Alright. Once more with feeling. I mean, it's within force point distance.
Thin force point distance. Alright, I will force point. And I will not destiny point if it comes down to it. This is all gambling.
I see. Alright. You disable the alarm. The computer has decided that it is going to be hostile to you. Its attitude towards you can be improved with repeated use computer attempts, but if you don't meet the DC, you risk setting off the alarm with your next failure. You must move the computer to friendly before you can attempt to hack it.
Alrighty, move the computer to finally. I will go through the steps with me.
So you're looking for a 25, then 20, then 15. And once you hit the 15, you get what you want. If you fail the 25, the alarm goes off. Anytime you fail a check, you go back a step.
Alrighty.
It gets easier as you go, but you can't fail the hardest one.
Yes. So I'm currently at the hardest one.
Correct.
Alrighty. Well, for this one, let me see. I don't want to save my destiny point for the other stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and gamble.
We like gambling here.
Oh, unlucky. I'm not even,
Let's go.
it's
Let's
a
fucking
critical
go.
failure, so I'm going to accept this roll. I'm not going to destiny point field.
You hear the Imperial klaxon alarm sound across the dormitory. Doors fly open as people poke their heads out of their rooms to see what's going on.
It's time
You
to
hear
cheese
distant
it.
shouting.
Alrighty. We have class chaos. We are partway through goal number 2 or 3. I forget.
Goals, one of them.
Mission failed successfully.
It's indeed failed successfully. Alrighty. Whatchamacallit. Well, there was at least a cleaning droid, so I could just pretend and just try to stealth my way out silly.
Dun 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 dun.
All right. Roll stealth.
Alrighty. Let me see. Let me see. Just give me one more. Alrighty. Here we go. Unfortunately, this might be. So first off, I'm not trained in stealth, but I do have just a droid.
Uh-huh.
So what is this? Where is this?
Why is this?
Who is this?
When is this?
How is this?
It says that what is it? What is the text for this? So I can use this once per encounter. I don't really think that this is encountered. And it says I am skilled at using stealth to sneak past unwary enemies when moving in plain sight. And I can use it if they have no reason to doubt that I'm just another droid and I'm considered trained in stealth for the action. I
Uh-huh.
assume I can use that here.
Somewhat.
I go
A
for it.
giant group of people come into the hallway. They're all headed your direction. One of them is the lieutenant. All of the other people enter the security room, see the unconscious trooper, and start dispersing in random directions looking for whoever caused this. The lieutenant, who knows better, stays right where you are and gives you the side eye again. Because he has a reason to think that you're not supposed to be here.
I see. Let me see. Well, I don't have to stare at him. But
It's
at the
time to
same
hit the
time,
old dusty trail.
no, I think what is it? I do have the other part of just a droid. So like this is the part of just another droid. But there is another section where I can like reroll deception if my deception doesn't work on him. So slowly I can deceive him into believing I should belong here. Yes, no.
How do you communicate this to him? The slightly more important information.
Ah, yes. How do I indeed communicate with them?
Under squeeze on the leg.
The squeeze on the leg.
I remember when tonight was
Very-
going to be predominantly combat.
A very loving squeeze that assures him everything is going to be okay.
Dude, I don't know when he said that this would be primarily combat. What is this?
I don't know.
I
what
will
this is
go
anymore.
I mean, what would Joy do in a computer room? Like, you just operate the computer, yes?
Yeah, you
Dude.
can pretend to do maintenance.
Yeah. I'll pretend that I'm doing maintenance and accidentally trip the alarm so he'll avoid me.
The thing is, he doesn't believe you.
But it's a deception check.
Well, you were never deceiving him. He always knew that you weren't supposed to be here.
Hmm.
He had you sussed out from the get-go, but his curiosity got the better of him. He wanted to see what you would do. And now that I know you're up to no good, he draws a blaster from underneath his cloak. I'm going to make sure that whoever hired you never gets the information that they wanted.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Panicked blinking.
True.
No.
Is he the only one still here?
There are people within earshot, but he's the only one who's like paying attention to you.
Oh, okay.
Everyone else is like further away, either sprinting down the hallway or going room to room checking. Just like randomly throwing open doors and like doing investigative stuff. They can't fathom that you're the reason the alarm went off, but the lieutenant seems to know better.
Alrighty. It seems like it's door time. What is this? Well, the two options I was going to go with, if I was to be doing the first stuff, I assume that he's going to shoot me quicker than I can do anything. But, actually, I have three choices. My first choice was I was going to flash my searchlight at him. My second option is I was going to draw my weapon and also shoot him. My third option is going for the grapple option once more.
Never
What do you
failed.
What do you want to do?
What do I want to do? I want to do something that opens me up to the opportunity to grapple him.
You could just attempt it.
I
You get roll
immediate
initiative.
attempt into grapple.
No, first it's initiative.
Oh, initiative. Alrighty.
There's that combat.
Alrighty. I will roll video.
Oh no.
He's a slow bot.
What is his initiative? He goes first, but only by one. Somehow.
Okay.
Sounds like a force point angle to me.
Can I even use force point to change my initiative? I thought that was
Yes.
destiny.
Yes, you
Yes,
can.
you can.
Yes, you
Destiny
can.
lets you go anywhere in the initiative you want.
I see.
Mm,
Alrighty. Well, I can use another force point.
okay.
Oh my
my
god, they're
goodness.
tied.
Well, see, what's your dex?
My dex is 16.
Then you go first.
Let's go.
It's happening. It's happening.
I see him take out his weapon and I go immediately for the grapple maneuver.
Old reliable.
All right, roll it.
Oh, oof.
Oof, indeed.
Sorry, I've been trying to help you out, buddy, but this one you're on your
You-
own.
Trying to help.
Succeed.
I
Oh, wow.
He rolled a 1.
Never failed.
This
I mean-
maneuver has never failed me before.
My grapple's a 9, so
Alrighty.
I'm
So I
I'm not
grappled
shocked.
him.
Mine's even worse because I am actually small.
You have him pinned. He will attempt to escape with another opposed grapple.
Well, hold on. But before that, can I not use this mess tape?
You spend your action grappling him. The next action you get on your next turn is when you can start doing things like that.
What is it? Well, see, here's the part I'm confused. I mean, I'm going to roll with this, but it's this text.
Does it say it's a swift action if you successfully grapple somebody? If the droid has the pin feat and succeeds on an opposed grapple, the enemy is considered pinned until the mesh tape is removed.
I don't know which order this mess tape is done in.
Oh,
Oh, this is an attachment.
Yes.
You don't just have a rando roll of mesh tape. You have a
It-
mesh
it's
tape
inside me,
dispenser.
yes.
yep.
Yes.
I see.
He's one of those
Now you
things you
realize the
use.
true tale of this.
Yeah, he's one of those things you use to like do cardboard boxes, but it's a droid.
I'm turning the tables. The wheels are spinning.
You
I'm going to
mess
let
with
you do whatever interpretation you need.
you mess with the wrong spider droid.
I am willing to reroll grapple if need be.
So, actually, the way this is worded, you just get to apply the tape when you succeed the grapple, which is hysterically powerful.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay. You have him pinned. You have him taped.
You
Yes,
tape his
and
mouth.
then there's
Where have you taped him? Arms, legs, mouth?
well,
Of the above.
Only get one.
let me see. Well, I should start with the mouth.
Okay.
Like-
Excellent. Well, he'll attempt an opposed grapple to get out of your pin. So it's another roll to check that.
Oh wait, hold on. But before that, because I do love of being brutal, I do want to do my unarmed attack.
Oh my goodness.
For my press feet,
Yeah. Okay. Roll.
Alrighty. Well, it's just if I successfully pin, I do immediate bludgeoning damage. Yes,
I believe so. With crush, right?
yes. Alright, there we go.
What the
And
crying
then,
fuck?
he moves down one on the condition track because of a bone crusher as well.
Well, you crit.
You
So
crit and rolled maximum damage.
yeah.
You bludgeon him out of consciousness.
Like he still goes down one on condition track, so minus 11, I guess.
If only that was how that worked. His body just kind of unceremoniously flies onto the floor when you just like throw yourself at him. I guess he hits his head pretty hard because he is just gonzo.
Oh, the Stormtrooper and the lieutenant are now both mess taped and unconscious. Beautiful. I'm accomplishing stuff.
Very good.
You need
have
to
successfully-
leave.
The
Yeah,
alarm is still going.
it's time for me to make my exit.
Come on, Vominos. Everybody, let's go.
Well, I made my attempt at sabotaging and commandeering, and both have been sidetracked from this dormitory exploration. Is the elevator still going up the floors from when I pushed all the buttons?
There are multiple turbo lifts there, but the one that you sent up would probably have finally finished its sojourn by now.
Alrighty.
It
Yes,
wouldn't
sir,
just
but-
come straight back to this floor or anything, but it would be.
So can I assume that this alarm is going off on every single floor of the Star Destroyer? Or is it just centered on the dormitory?
The alarm is centered on the dormitory, but all of the other floors would be aware that there's an alarm going off on the dormitory level.
Okay. What is it? Is there a way that I can siphon everyone off the bridge into this dormitory?
Knowledge tactics, if you're trained.
No, I'm not trained.
Unlucky. You're unsure. Your best guess is probably not.
It's probably just a security personnel. Well, mission failed successfully. How about we just go back to the hangar?
You go back to the turbo lift to go to the hangar, or do you
Yes.
try to find another way?
Yeah, I'll go on to one of the turbo lifts. Hopefully one that's not currently being used, because I assume that if it's being used, it's someone trying to get into the dormitory.
You
Probably the elevator you used before is still going to every single floor.
you
Oh, no,
summon
it
an
just went-
elevator, the one that you sent on a merry journey all the way up the Star Destroyer. It takes a few seconds, but it finally comes its way down. And when it opens, a contingent of 4 troopers in bright black armor march off of the turbo lift and start fanning out into the hallway, followed closely behind by a man in dark flowing robes with a lightsaber at his side. He eyes you as he steps off of the turbo lift and very unceremoniously kicks you as he goes by to get you out of his way.
Wait, is it? Can this be like a kick where like I get sent into the wall and I'm now on my sides?
No, just enough to gently but not so subtly nudge you away from him because you're in his path.
Alrighty.
You're otherwise not injured or unbalanced in any way. He just like moves you with his foot very forcefully.
Alright, why he's doing this with his foot? Actually, no, never mind. I was going to say, let me go ahead and
not the
very
raid
quickly
boss, not the
apply
raid
mesh.
boss. Never mind, never mind.
I was like, let me quickly apply mesh tape as he's kicking me. But no.
You become like a piece of wet tissue on his boot. You just get pulled along with it.
I like how he could have just force pushed Cloppy, but he decided he needed to put his foot on the droid.
Move, you
What is it?
insufferable machine. Kick.
The only reason I asked about the mesh tape is so that I could place a bit of mesh tape so I can identify him for later.
You don't have to identify him. You know who he is.
What the?
Wait, he got
It's
killed before
Draco,
we saw
isn't
this
it?
guy.
His name is Valen Draco. And
Oh
he's-
yeah, that's right. Clippy wasn't with us. Well,
This person of Clippy wasn't with.
Yeah. Like
That's a-
unless we have pictures from our
True.
meetings, like the only time we ever saw him was in that holo call.
Your character may not actually know who this is.
Yes, that's why I was asking about applying the mesh tape because I'm like,
You
well,
subtly attach a piece of tape. to his boot.
well, excellent. We'll use this in the next combat encounter with him.
You
Puppy, so useful.
slide into the elevator. There's lots of buttons.
Alrighty, it's ejection time.
All right.
I was going to see if like creating this chaos would allow me to commandeer the ship, but not looking likely.
Across the hall from you, there's another turbo lift. The door opens to it as yours is starting to close, and out pour 4 more troopers in black, shiny armor, who also begin to fan out into the hallway, followed closely behind by a young woman that you recognize, also wielding a pair of lightsabers. She sees you for the briefest moment and goes, and then the door to the turbo lift shuts.
Sazora.
This is truly the Lego villains where they're just following us around.
Well, that's her master.
Yes.
Yeah, and how embarrassing is it going to be for her to explain this?
It won't be that embarrassing if you don't get away.
That's
'Cause
true.
somebody just recognized you on this ship.
Yes. I do see the complications this would cause, you know, with the
And we're
comments and stuff.
sprinting! And we're sprinting!
Any.
You arrive at the hangar again. All is... they're on high alert, but they're not, like, plussed about it. They don't seem to know what's going on. They just know there's an alarm going off on another level.
Alrighty. It's time to make my exit.
Yeah? You think?
Yes.
Alright. Good plan. Solid plan. What is your escape method?
Alrighty. Let me see. You mentioned all these TIE fighters or whatever. You mentioned that there's an ambulance.
Yes.
And you assume that there's also still the whatever way I came in.
Yes. That shuttle is still there. It is currently hooked up to a fuel tank. It is being refueled. Those things do tend to snap when you yank them, but otherwise it is still just sort of there in the middle of the hangar.
Alright, which one's the easiest one for me to grab? I'm hoping that you say the ambulance.
Well, it really would be the med lifter, yeah. The
Alright.
other option would be a TIE fighter, since there are so many of them that nobody would be watching all of them at the same time.
Alrighty, would I have any way of knowing which one would have like an autopilot of some kind? Or I assume that's no.
Most ships have an autopilot function.
Alright, excellent.
The med lifter you might actually have to drive manually. That one I'd be surprised if it had an autopilot. The rest, it's probably a given.
Well, let me see. So I don't have to use an autopilot because I'm no longer considered a trained pilot. But
Oh
you know,
yeah.
it would be funny if I was to drive something like the ambulance and
What could we
what do I
call an
roll?
ambulance?
What could
Oh,
go wrong?
You do not even start the engine with that roll.
Cloppy, please.
The med lifter splutters as you attempt to start the ignition process and fail. Somewhere along the line, you miss something in the sequence. A couple of the nearby mechanics that are fueling the Lambda shuttle you came in on notice that the ship has tried to start and start waving their hands at the black glass at the top of the hangar.
Oh,
try again.
well, see, this is why I originally wanted to go on autopilot, but
Well, the autopilot won't turn the ship on.
oh, I see.
There is a minimum check to, like, start the ship.
Alrighty, well, I suppose it's time to gamble. Yes, no,
I'm not your character. I'm not you either. I don't make decisions for you. Usually.
yes. Well, how much would it take to like actually start it up? Like, do I somehow have this knowledge?
You think you knew how to do it. You're pretty sure you knew how to do it at one point. It can't be that difficult. You've done it before. It used to be your primary function.
Yes.
You just, I don't know, had a lapse somewhere that time.
Alrighty, surely I can attempt it again.
Surely. You can try as many times as you want. Alright, you successfully start the med lifter. You are able to take off. The ship kind of hovers a few feet above the ground as the mechanics start jumping and rapidly swinging their arms around from side to side, doing the Mario. attempting to get the attention of the people in the security booth above the hangar. A pair of quad lasers pop out of the ceiling and start training themselves on the med lifter as you zip out of the hangar. Where are you going?
Where am I going? Good question.
I presume we hit the autopilot and it's letting it go where the autopilot takes it.
Well, last I checked, this doesn't have an autopilot.
I will find out.
Oh,
Uh, Best as I can tell, autopilot is typically only for ships that have hyperdrives, but for the most part, because that's all the autopilot really does is move you from point A to point B through hyperspace. Medlifters, being not really even space worthy, would probably not have one. Like, this thing would probably not have capabilities of going out into upper atmosphere, let alone out into space. It's meant to be kind of like an above ground speeder transport, similar to like a bike almost.
Well, that's perfectly fine because we're still in. What is it? We're still on Bespin.
Yes,
Yeah.
as long as you stay in Atmo, this thing flies just fine. But if you go too high, you might start experiencing malfunctions. But it
Yeah.
also probably doesn't have an autopilot function.
Yeah, so
as a
we'll just.
result.
I mean, I have a few places where I could go. Technically, yes.
In theory.
I could just go back to the place where everyone else is.
Cloud City.
Yes.
Okay. And where
And
do you
yet.
land?
Oh, good question. I assume that there's no place on the ground for this.
There's not really a ground. Bespin doesn't really have a ground.
It
Well,
doesn't
I
have a
guess
ground.
it's a gas giant.
Oh yeah. Wait. Am I not going to Cloud City?
I mean, if you're going to Cloud City, I mean, you can absolutely go to Cloud City. It's just a question of, like, where do you land?
In the hangar.
Yeah.
There aren't really hangars. There's a hangar. It's on the bottom side of the station. It's where Darga's ship currently is.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
It might not be open.
Unlucky.
You could ram the door.
I
Otherwise,
could.
there are public landing pads that you could attempt to land on. Who
Yes.
knows if there are actually people currently using them to load or unload?
Yeah, let's just go.
The amount of time you're given to decide this is cut very short when a squadron of TIE fighters start pursuing the medlifter.
Okay, so I can either ram into Dorga's thingy, or I can just go into one of these public landing.
Correct.
I'd like to go to a public landing.
I mean, there are other answers to the question
Oh.
of what you do as well. I mean, you
I
can
mean,
get
I-
creative with it too.
I mean, if you want me to be creative, I'd like to just fly it straight into the city.
Just crash into Cloud City.
you can attempt to do that.
Yes. I'd love to just fly into Cloud City.
Is there a specific point of non-entry that you're attempting to land on or into?
What is it? I mean, sure, I could just go into, what is it? The refinery.
How funny would it be to destroy yet another bar?
extremely funny.
I mean, I'm not trying to pilot, but I do like the idea of driving into the refinery.
Terrorism strikes back.
My favorite Star Wars movie.
You back with a vengeance.
So here's how this works.
Goodbye, Cloppy.
I need you. Oh, hold on. I need the collision rules. I need you to roll a d20 because what you're doing is you're making an attack roll with the ship.
Against the city.
The ship will give you a base attack bonus of +2 and a strength bonus of +5 for a total of 7. So 1d20 plus 7. If your base attack bonus is higher than 2, you may use yours instead.
My base attack bonus is higher than 2.
Okay.
It's 4.
Okay. Then you may roll 1d20 plus 9. And you are attempting to hit the reflex defense of Cloud City. You hit.
Type.
Now, the ship takes and deals 2d6 plus... No, not 2. 4. 4d6 plus 8 times 2. So roll 4d6 plus 8. And then I have to find the space station itself.
Glad the whole Cloud City has a stat block.
I'm glad that I'm crashing this medevac.
This is why things just have stats.
Amazing.
Because sometimes these are the questions that get asked. Excuse me. Okay. The ship collides with the station. You burst through the hull of the station. The entire cockpit of the medlifter is stripped away. All that remains is slag and exposed wire. In the steam and smoke and fire of the impact, you can barely make out what appears to be an office. And you see the two Ugnaughts that you met a few days ago, Kieran and Krieg, literally on their desks, about to shit themselves.
Poor guys.
You also take that damage, by the way, 52.
52. Alrighty.
Unless you roll acrobatics with a DC of... What size was that? Huge. At DC 15, you can reduce it to half.
Oh, I can't. I'm not trained.
How much
Oh,
health
wait.
do you have?
How much health do I have? 66. So now I have 14.
Oh, he's not down.
How'd that fall down the condition check? Okay,
Is that a chicken?
Uh,
no, that's
it's-
supposed to be a crashed med lifter.
It's only the one.
You limp off of the med lifter. You are beaten. You are the droid equivalent of bruised. The two Ugnaughts are very... They're not happy to see you in this state or in this place under these circumstances. They don't really have anything that they can do about it, though. They don't really react in any meaningful way. They're just kind of like stunned.
Alright, excellent. If I'm going to bruise and nothing else is there, I can just I will roll off as though as if nothing happened.
Uh-huh.
Like this is just another standard day for me.
At this point, I believe that. This is just a Tuesday for you.
Yep.
You just roll on by. The two Ugnaughts have no idea what to make of what they just saw as you leave them in your dust. You have successfully left the Star Destroyer. You are back
Aye.
on Cloud City, and I can't think of any reason why the far-reaching consequences of your actions are going to punish you in any way.
True. I
It's
assume I
just-
can still go back to work. Pretend to be a toy that's just doing
Uh,
data.
Under absolutely no circumstance.
What the?
What if you put a mustache on?
When the lieutenant wakes up from his coma, he's not going to be terribly pleased at what you've done. It's not like he doesn't know who you,
Oh,
who
did
you
he-
are now.
Did he have a mustache?
Armin?
No, the lieutenant.
That is his
Yeah.
name.
Oh
Armin.
yeah, did he have a mustache?
I don't know. Probably
Well,
not.
it's your job.
Is his last
Did-
name Hammer?
Did he have? Did he have a mustache?
Mr. Messier,
This is
what
a
is
serious
Doctor? Does your
question.
NPC have a mustache? Yes.
So
No,
He
he did
did.
not.
Aw,
Can I
You
use a
just
me-
force point to
mentioned
give him a
one.
mustache?
said-
I think the
He
adventure
has-
describes him as being well kept and clean shaven.
Damn it.
A very particular man.
I wanted him to be hyper obsessed with his facial hair, and then when they remove the mesh tape, it rips off his goofy mustache. So he would forever hate Kloppy with a burning vengeance.
Alrighty. Well, the idea is that I would not be able to attend to work. I guess I'll just pretend to tea Neely.
Okay. You roll into the room where Chuneely is currently.
With my bruise.
I don't know what he's doing. He's
Why is
probably
everybody in my room?
I
No,
need
you're
your
the-
bathtub. I filled it up with my tears of missing Kloppy.
I didn't hear.
Why is Nalia's room the one that is free? And
I
everyone.
pick up Kloppy and spin him in my arms and smooch his bruised body and. Oh,
got the better
son, I've
breakfast.
missed you so much. Where have you been? You're grounded until further notice. No more sneaking off. I bet you were down in the refinery smoking coke. Ugh.
That's exactly what happened. Well done. You figured it out.
I mean, I do have. I probably have to smell of smoke on me.
Yes, you definitely do.
Smells like the refinery.
Probably everyone is in your room because your room is nicer.
Yeah,
Yours is
but
very swanky.
I'm trying to win a card tournament. I got
You got free
smelly.
chocolate.
I got smelly droids coming in at 2 a.m.
Yeah. Oh, I understand your problem, Mr. Zuta, sir. Wait, I don't know your
Zuta.
name. I understand your problem, Mr. Cover,
Zuta.
sir.
Cover.
Shield, someone.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah, Mr. Shield, if you want to study, I hear Nalia's got his nice, quiet place going on. You could card games and chill, if you know what I'm saying.
My eyes are bloodshot from watching 13 hours of card game footage, and I slowly blink and just go, get out.
Well, fine, I'm taking Kloppy too. See how you like it then.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
Actually, R4 should probably look at Kloppy.
With what eyes?
R4 has eyes.
They're photoreceptors. They're not eyes.
Oh, I
You
see.
can still look with photoreceptors.
True.
Well, he has no eyeballs, so he has no rights. That's an Ithorian saying.
I know this one.
I'm gonna steal your eyeball and all rights.
That's why I have a backup eyeball.
I have a feeling we're in trouble tomorrow.
Just take a nice warm bath in my tears, and you'll feel all better.
It's not your tears, it's all
I
that
hope-
blood.
I hope Clappy does not communicate any of this to us, so we're all just left in the dark about
could
his
he?
adventures.
Yeah, well, it's mostly tears. Like, all the blood left in there is pretty dry when I started crying into it.
He could flash his LED at C4, and C4 could conceivably communicate to the rest of
Well,
us what
I haven't-
happened.
I also went into a comm link and all
Yeah.
those people understands binary, but
Yeah, that too.
I don't ask. I can't be bothered. It doesn't have to do with cards. I don't think
Yeah,
it
you
has
you
to
don't
do
even
with
know what might
cards.
you don't even know what might happen on day 4.
Nalia is asleep in her room.
Me too.
Me 3.
No, you're not.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
It's curled up in front of your door like a cat.
I mean,
As
if
you
you
do.
knock on it, she'll let you in. But only.
I'm too exhausted to knock. I don't meet the DC.
Oh, okay. So you don't knock. You're
Just
just
curl up
sleeping
like a
outside.
cat.
She will trip over you when she leaves to get breakfast in the morning.
Good.
Does Zuda get any sleep?
Probably. It's like this, right? Bespin has 12-hour days. So in theory, if you've been awake for 13 hours, the tournament started an hour ago. But yes, I think you probably get ample sleep. If I'm not mistaken, we're actually on day 4.
No, it is
remember,
day 3.
on day 3, you played against the pimp a second time?
Well, you said I was
Well-
going to, but we didn't actually.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where we are.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
you're like, but yeah, then I'll detail Kloppy's day 2 adventures first next time.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
Well-
we have it set up to stick the USB sticks in the tables to help give an
Ah.
edge.
I actually on day 3 of 4 days.
Then we are on day 3. Welcome to day 3. Hello, day 3. How are you?
There will be less combat than was previously
There's-
discussed.
We've gone from 90% combat to it's almost it's a little after 11 and no one has actually shot anyone yet.
We may
But
not
the
have
hack-
shot someone, but I have definitely beaten someone up.
You say you have a hacky stick that you want to
Mhm.
insert.
we have
What's your strategy for that? What's your approach?
I mean, I'm at the table, right? If I'm sitting next to the droid,
You
I could probably
would
sneak
be-
it.
The way
So-
you do so would you'd like have to get under the table to sort of insert the stick,
Mm-hmm.
which would be quite difficult to do if you were playing.
But if somebody was patrolling our area,
So, in the since Nelia has to be there before it starts, presumably the part of the rounds before they open it up and have everyone come in is they do a round and check the tables and such. Probably not as thoroughly as they would have after everyone left, because presumably no
I
one
think
would have let
without
in
a really
overnight.
good excuse, they probably wouldn't let the security guards check the droids themselves. Because, for one, they can't guarantee that the security guards don't have ulterior motives. But also,
That's fair.
you're all hired help. So it's not really a well kept secret that you and Zuda know each other, at the very least. So, by virtue of that, the security guards aren't really allowed to do very much. Or at least that's the idea. Even if they don't know that the two of you know each other explicitly, there's probably some connecting fabric, if not between the two of you, then between another security guard and other players in the tournament. You know,
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
nobody's here by accident. Nobody would just come here and show up to be a security guard as a temp job for 4 days.
That's fair.
I'm
It's
really
not
fucking
impossible.
sneak-
I'm just saying that they wouldn't ask you to do any routine maintenance on these droids. They would have dedicated technicians on
Well,
staff at the
not
cantina who would be doing that kind of stuff.
so what I was picturing was not like doing maintenance, but just like a quick once over of the tables to make sure everything's like in place and like checking underneath to make sure no one left anything. That kind of thing where you're not specifically doing any sort of maintenance, but just like you know how like you would like at start of day getting like taking the chairs off of the tables from where they were put there so the floor could be swept kind of thing. Like I'm
Mm.
sure there's some setup that goes on at the start.
The droids are actually, yes, they are put up every night and then wheeled out again every morning
Right. Is
to
there like
prevent just
any
this exact scenario.
okay. And there's like no real way of like getting access.
Not before they're installed into the tables. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Once they're in the
And
table, you'll have to sort of get under the table to do it.
But so, Robot Man wouldn't have told her how to use it?
How to use it is easy. When to use it is what we're trying to figure out.
Yeah, but the other
It's
guy
just
was able to
timing.
do it. So if he was able to do it, then there has to be a way to do it. Yeah?
He would know.
Yeah, and he didn't tell her?
he was really
Uh,
drunk.
He, he was a little bit concussed,
Mm.
but also I don't think it's his problem.
And he also works for, whatever.
Twitch. Yes.
Smite? Yeah, he works for Smite.
Smite. That's his name. Smite. But I don't think he gets paid either way because he kind of did a bad.
Mm.
And he would probably realize that when he sobered up today. He'd be like, oh shit, I just blew the job. Oops.
So okay, is there a way of passing off the one for uh what's his face? Switch's guy. Is there a way of like passing it off to him beforehand? Like,
You want to give it to him?
well, give his to him.
Oh yeah, you do have two, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have more than two. We made a couple copies for.
That wouldn't be terribly difficult. You could pass
Okay.
it to him at some point. Maybe not you
Yeah.
specifically, but somebody. If you did it at the right time, you could do it. It would have to have been like last night.
Yeah, I guess conceivably, if like I could find out where he was staying and just like.
I'm sure he's staying at the Gareth Bespin Hotel. You could probably just knock on his door, whichever one it ends up being. Switch would give it to you if you asked him.
Okay.
So yeah, that's fine. You can hand it off to him.
Okay. Yeah. And I
Are
would
you
hand
just
his up.
curious how he would do it if it was his problem to deal with?
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Probably, I Neely would ask him, and if he wondered why she wanted to know, as she would say it's so she knows when not to look.
He says that he just pays one of the mechanics to install it overnight.
Okay.
He tells him what chair he'll be in and what table he'll be at, and the mechanic does it for him. Because on Bespin, you can just pay people to do things for you because money moves everything in this city.
Okay. So then,
It's the worst kept secret on the planet.
that's fair enough. I guess then can we yeah, okay, so Zuta's at table 4, so if we could also unless like you'd want to sneak it on, like try to sneak it on yourself. Like, oh no, you dropped your hat. You have to pick it up under the table.
Oh, it sounds like we're not allowed to go the mechanic route.
I don't see why we couldn't.
I don't either.
Because it's already the third
Well,
day.
Kloppy's busy.
I'm busy. Yes.
Well, the reason that a mechanic has to be paid to do it is because they're being kept in a separate location away
Right.
from where people can interfere with them. The only people who are licensed to do maintenance on these droids are the like casino hired mechanics.
Yeah, that was kind of my problem with this. Is like I can't. I'm really fucking sneaky. I can't figure out a way to get to the droid.
It's intentionally left vague where these things are taken because it's presumed that if your goal is to interfere in some way, that you would have to find someone who knows to do it for you. It's not within the scope of the adventure for me to like have that information. Like I could come up with something if you felt like going after it, but it would be tough to find. A lot less hassle version
You
would
can
just be
just
to
follow
pay
the
somebody.
mechanics at the end of the night.
That's actually reasonable.
Yeah, I'm like, it doesn't sound that complicated to me.
Yeah, it's less complicated and more potential points of failure, I guess, would be a better way to
Yeah.
phrase it.
Well,
Like you're guaranteed this if you just fork up a bit of money.
yeah, but I
essentially.
don't have money, so I
How much
officially
money?
don't care.
500 credits probably.
Done.
You got it. You have no difficulty finding a mechanic who's off duty between days. He's just hanging out in Kaliaki's bar, ordering far too many drinks, and he is more than happy to accept a little bit of side money for an extra hustle. You do, in fact, successfully get your cheating device installed at table 4. Within minutes of play, Zuta notices that all 3 of his first 3 hands are just a little bit too perfect.
No, you
And
forgot. This one's different.
this one
Yeah.
in particular, what's different?
This one in particular is supposed to lose the
it's just-
AC of
it-
one person.
You
at the table.
notice that Silas Draver, the world's sleaziest space pimp's hands all get folded. First 3 hands,
Ah, there we go.
as God intended. I will hand wave the rolls today, unless you want to make them, because I just assume you're, you don't
No,
have a lot of
I
luck
just want to
for
piss
the-
off the pimp and be like, damn, where'd all your luck go, dude?
He, within an hour, he is eliminated from the table.
Get fucked.
He just doesn't draw a single playable hand for the duration of his time at the table, The first hand he goes all in on is a flop. It is the world's worst bet. He tries to bluff it hard because he's frustrated, and he just bombs. He put every dollar he had on a really terrible bluff and did not succeed.
It's interesting. What would I have to do to have also gone all in on that hand, or at least match his bet?
If you knew that he was going all in on a hand that was almost guaranteed to be dog shit just by virtue of what you've done, you probably wouldn't even have to roll to know to do it.
Okay.
And
Because
if
you
you
said
do,
he had a
you would
lot of the money, right? Because
you
he
would
was pretty
clean
high up
all of
there.
his money up, and you would easily win the entire table. You knock every player out just by virtue of having way too much money. Like you could throw hands for fun and still have a comfortable lead over everyone else after you
Excellent.
take Silas out. And at the end of the day, you are the only player left at your table. It isn't close. You don't even have to play particularly well. You just have to keep pressing your advantage, and you succeed in making it to the fourth day.
Skill issue.
It is, in fact, a skill issue. There was absolutely no cheating involved. Strictly my skill versus your skill.
I mean, there was like a little skill. Like he could have not acted on his frustrations.
Well, he tried not to for as long as possible.
Yeah, but he still failed at the end. It's a skill
Fair,
Ooh.
fair. It'd be like that. Shame that you can't just like foresee that you were going to get fucking cheesed and play as if your opponents don't know that your hands are going to be dog shit for the rest of the day. Shame
Yeah,
that.
it's such a shame.
It's a shame. The day ends uneventfully at that point. Does anyone do anything before the beginning of the final day?
Cloppy probably healed a shit ton.
So
Do I
does
need healing?
Armin?
You at like
What
10
do
HP?
What do you mean? Do you need to? You're below a quarter.
So question about how the day goes. How is Armin doing
He
when he
has a
shows up?
sizable on his head and a weird square-shaped pale spot across his lips. The lieutenant played well. Well enough to make it to the final day.
Oh, they were the same lieutenant? I didn't catch that.
Yes.
I thought this was just Joe Schmo.
No.
No, Cloppy was impersonating Armin's droid specifically.
Okay.
And the lieutenant was like, "This isn't my droid. Oh well, I want to see what happens if I let this happen." And then he found out. He fucked around and he found out. And then we crashed a midlifter into Cloud City.
Yeah.
I want you to know that both of your grapple attempts crit.
Huh?
If you think about it, like go back and remember, both
Oh,
times
yeah,
you went
they
to
both-
grapple, they both crit.
Yes.
So
He's just too grapply.
Was the
is.
medlifter on the news?
You know, if anyone's talking about it, they're not talking about it until like after the show,
Okay.
after the tournament. Now there might be some buzz about it in the bar, like, did you guys hear some lunatic crashed into the station? But like the details of it are very hush hush. Nobody knows exactly what happened. People know there was a collision. They don't know where. They just know it was here somewhere. They don't know why. They just know it was an Imperial branded medlifter. They don't know
Yeah, the
who.
Imperial is trying
They
to
just know
suicide
that there were no.
kamikaze.
They don't. They just know there were no sentient casualties. They hear rumors that the Imperials are talking about a defector or a spy or some person who managed to just completely evade notice, who like vanished in the night like some kind of ghoul.
Mm.
They also talk about the lieutenant potentially having memory loss issues. Can't seem to remember what happened the previous night. People think he got drunk, or maybe he just had like a bad hit on something, or
Can we like try to start a rumor, not completely unfounded, of course, but like try to. Well, Nayli wouldn't do this, but I think it would be funny if someone like got this conflated and like the rumor became that Armin got drunk and went joyriding in a med lift.
ooh.
Well, he got crunked up on bantha juice. I'd throw that rumor.
Okay, then I will have you roll deception,
Oh, hell yeah.
Me or Millie?
Millie. He said I would spread that
Yes.
rumor, and I'm like, those
Yeah,
are the
okay.
magic words.
Am I willing to help him? Can I help?
I don't think you need to.
Are you just
Wait, but
like
that's not
my?
Millie's choke the wall. That's day 3 rolling.
It is day 3 rolling.
Just choose stats.
Well, to be fair, this is a day 3 rumor.
Yeah.
Are you just mind emailing gossip to people?
Yes.
Well, no, this would
Well, no, my
this
God,
would- this would be like an-
good enough for that.
this
I
would be like him
have
just walking around the streets and just
the
convincing
biggest
people.
fucking grin on my face. the dumbest shit-eating grin.
Did you hear that wacky lieutenant got turbo crunked on bantha juice? He took some med lift on a ski bam and got crunked down in the refinery and went kawizzle. Yow.
I
Whistle.
can't believe I'm just following Millie around while you.
Are
There's
you
no
speaking
penalty.
words or are you possessed?
That's
Shot with
radical,
his own
bro.
eyes, and this droid with his own nose receptor. They
Crazy.
hold up Kloppy for all to see the wounds of the battle. And they all believe me.
Holding
Well,
up
okay,
Kloppy to show
let's
the
not
wounds.
get carried away. You think they believe you.
I can tell they believe me, I say with a confident gleam in my eyes and a strong
It's a critical success. You can do anything.
If only it worked that way. But anyway. This isn't Baldur's Gate. You don't get an automatic success on a 20.
But I don't have any hair. I'm very bald. I'm Kloppy just crashed through the gate.
He's making points.
Spitting facts.
How can a man be so wrong yet speak so much truth?
He doesn't
He who
even know what
makes
actually
thousands of
happened.
broken clocks is wrong many times a day.
So it is day 4. Give it up for day 15.
Day 15, woo!
The final 8 get a standing ovation as they enter into the casino. It's Lady Fioro, who has held her own through the tournament, proved to be a very formidable player. The lieutenant, of course, Lieutenant Armin Arandis, who, after about 24 hours-ish of having his wits about him again, has recovered pretty gracefully from what most people just assume was a freak drunk joyriding accident. The captain, Captain Morano, Switch's agent, who did successfully swindle his way into the final table.
Good for him.
Luta Zanis, of course. He has, of course, earned his place here without cheating.
Well earned.
Yes. And then there are 4 other nameless, faceless mooks here that I'm sure matter. Nodders.
Nameless. Looks.
For
Good old
sure.
gambler McGee.
Their names are More, Nameless, Faceless, and Mook.
That works. I like that. Moore is a Celestin who has proved to be a pretty sly player, really good poker face. Mostly just because the eyes are just big black balls that don't really display emotion all that well. Nameless is, of course, a Gungan. We need not say more on the subject. Faceless is a cyborg who has replaced their entire face with one metal plate. No one knows how they perceive the world. They assume
Um,
that they have some type of face underneath the plate, but can't see it.
Can you see their cards reflected in the metal plate?
Not quite.
Because that'd be really funny, especially if you made it all
Mooks
the
is a
way.
Gamorrean. They drool on their cards a lot, but somehow they're in the top 8. Crazy.
Stranger
Everyone,
things.
everyone sits down at the table to play. We're only gonna roll on hands that would be do or die for a player, not necessarily just you. So here's how this will work. I'm gonna have you roll your gamble check, which is just your wisdom. And if you have any other skills you think might help you in the situation, you will roll them first to give yourself bonuses or penalties based on how well you roll. You are playing at a permanent +4 because of all the prep work that you've done, with an additional +2 from the gambling droid, so +6 total.
Okay.
And then from there, you're just giving me role play of how you're actually handling every hand. And you can ask me questions about each individual hand in particular. The first one we're going to come to, the table has been playing round after round. Everyone has so much money that like nobody starts feeling the heat until some pretty big swings start coming out. The lieutenant has swindled a fair amount of money from Nameless, who seems to be floundering in the later half of the day. On his last legs, he goes all in on what appears to be, at first glance, a relatively bad circumstance. You'd think that there's definitely something fishy about this.
Can I roll perception to see if he's bluffing or not?
Yes, go for it.
Okay. Does this have the +6, or is that only for my wisdom?
No, just the gamble check.
Okay, so this is 22.
He is very difficult to read just by virtue of not having a face. But you know he's
faceless.
desperate. You know that he's been playing worse than you. Not just because you're cheating, but also because you've watched him play. You know how he plays. He plays very conservatively, and he hasn't displayed this type of forwardness under any circumstance other than a do or die type of moment. And when he's desperate, he's dangerous. He has 2 or 3 more rounds left in him if he chose to fold here, but this was when he decided to go all in.
Is anyone else matching him? Or am I the very next person that they ask, I guess?
Ooh. Most of the table has folded. Lady Fiora has decided to match.
I'll go in with her.
Okay, so you match.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Then you will roll just your straight wisdom, plus the extra bonuses. So d20 plus 6.
Oh, is it behind the thing? It is. Move! Character sheet.
What is her bonus, out of curiosity?
Oh my god.
I've literally never needed to know this information before.
I Oh, she has a negative modifier.
Oh, I promise she doesn't.
My rolls are such booty.
Well, you gave exclamation marks. It's too excited.
He was bluffing hard, and he busts. You lose a fair bit of money, and Fioro takes the pot for that hand. It gets a little bit deeper into the run, and it's coming up on Faceless's turn. He's down
Wait,
to
he's
his
not out?
That was Faceless that just went out. Now it's Nameless, right?
Okay, well, okay, because you just said Faceless.
My bad.
Okay.
I didn't come up with these names.
Yeah.
It's Nameless's turn. He has no hands left. He folded with exactly the correct amount last round to make the minimum bet this round. He cannot physically play another hand unless he wins this one.
They should have called him Handless.
He is forced to play this hand regardless of whether it's good or bad.
Yep.
So he's all in no matter what. Lady Fioro tries to lead by doubling the bet. So whatever the initial buy-in amount is for that hand, she raises it by that amount.
Mm-hmm.
Do you fold or do you play on?
Well, what's my hand?
Good question. Let me see.
Because if he's already out without having to do anything,
You
like
have
the
pretty
pot's small.
below average hand, and seeing what you see, you have nothing that incentivizes you to play the hand that you've been dealt.
Yeah, then I
You're
would
also
I would skip and let somebody else eliminate him.
okay, and that's exactly what happens. Is Lady Fiora just says, "Hey, I'm going in on this hand." A little, and tries to lead somebody else in. No one takes the bait. She takes his money. He goes and leaves the table, and she gets basically nothing for it.
Yeah,
She gets like whatever little he had left.
That's a silly thing to do.
She had an only slightly above average hand, so it was a bluff of sorts on her part. She just wanted to see who she could bait. A few more hands in, and the Gamorrean, Mooks. He, despite having a pretty sizable chunk of money still left, decides to go all in except for 1 credit.
I will roll perception on why he chose to keep a credit, I guess, because that seems sus.
Okay. He is stupid.
He's just been very lucky.
So no. Well,
right?
So stupid could be both ways. He could have just gone all in because he's gonna get it, and he's stupid that he didn't. Or
he does not realize that if he loses this hand, he cannot buy into the next hand with the 1 credit he has left.
Oh, okay. So he's stupid.
He's stupid. And you realize for the first time that this Gamorrean doesn't know how to gamble. He barely knows the rules of the game.
He's just bluffing his way here.
And somehow has made it to the final day. He's top 6 at this point.
That's true.
Wait, I thought we were playing Uno.
With a -2 wisdom.
He is just rolled phenomenally.
His dice don't have sides lower than 15. You don't know how to explain it. But nobody has caught on yet. You're the first person to notice.
Even though I'm at the same table with the lieutenant, I feel like he would have noticed that. With how meticulous that guy is.
What if he just assumed Like he read too far in.
Oh, he played himself.
Yeah, there's so many
Yeah.
bluffs that he saw.
Dug a hole to China on the whole thing. Just like,
Mhm.
surely he's just that smart. There's no other explanation. The man's
This-
a god at the game, an actual savant.
Okay, I'll not only match him, but I'll raise him the coin that he left.
He folds.
Oh.
He hangs on to his 1 credit chip because it's sentimental to him. Not realizing that he then surrenders all of the money that he put into the pot for the hand.
I almost feel bad for Mooks.
Nobody else took the bet. It was just, you just got all of his money.
For
You didn't have-
nothing.
They escort him out, but he keeps the 1 credit chip.
Oh, they let him keep some of the money. That's insane.
No, they just didn't notice him take it. He like slid it into his sleeve on his way out, and they didn't catch it in time.
Now the prize pool is only 202,599,999 credits.
No, 1 chip is not 1 credit. Really?
As he said, 1 credit.
Well, okay, since it's chips, it's presumably a representational, like a poker chip. So
Yeah,
it
so
probably doesn't have any actual value attached to it.
yeah, it's
Right.
It's just representational.
yeah.
He's just
Dang.
stolen a chip from a casino, that's all.
Well, I'm glad that's a chip off his shoulder.
Oh my god.
Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum.
So there's 5 left now,
That's right.
and
And you are now in second at the table.
how's Switch's boy doing?
Holding his own. He's actually doing better than the lieutenant right now.
Interesting.
And indeed, it does come down to a situation where the lieutenant is the next one to go all in on a hand. With about maybe like 2/3 of what you have total.
What does my hand look like?
Good question.
I gotta roll
You
it?
have, and
Or-
yeah, I just rolled it.
Okay.
You have a pretty nuts hand, like just blind, which is where you're at in the stage of the round. With a full blind, you have like the equivalent of like ace king on suit.
Does he still have the discoloration from the tape?
Oh yeah, he looks like he got a bad wax job.
Okay, I will roll perception to see if the blood is rushing to his head based off if that looks a different color.
I want
Is
life
that-
sciences.
Life science? Okay.
Are you trained in that?
I am not, so it's
Then
a 10.
you would need someone who is to communicate this information to you via your cheater tracker.
It would only be R4, and I don't know if he's trained in knowledge sciences.
Is R4 trained in life science?
Might be.
Why wouldn't you be? I'd be very upset with you if you weren't.
Because he turned it off for some other skill temporarily.
I am.
Aren't you a medic? Isn't that your job?
23. Fuck you.
The lieutenant displays absolutely no signs of stress. He is composed as a cucumber.
Damn. And I have a nuts hand, but he feels as if he can win this. Does Fiora go in?
Yes, almost immediately.
Oh, I bet this is.
You had the right thought and then realized you can't intervene.
I
Yeah.
know.
Oh wait, this.
Shit.
Oh, plot.
I feel
I
like
like where your head's at. Thank you for giving me that pleasure, that joy.
You're welcome.
and nobody else at the table has done anything, right? Like Switch's guy and the one other
Witch's guy folds. He ain't got shit here. The other guy does match as well.
He also matches?
Yes. It's close
I
to every credit he has, but he does it.
I will fold.
No.
You'll fold.
Yep.
Alright.
Because this round, everybody was dealt good cards, I feel. On purpose.
Oh, okay. It's an interesting logic. I don't disagree. The hand resolves. Lady Fiora reveals hers first. She has a hand of pure Sabak, an unbeatable hand by the rules of the game.
Hmm.
The lieutenant, with as much grace as he can muster, lays his cards out on the table and stands to depart. Your eye catches Lady Fiora's. She was smiling moments ago in triumph, but her face is screwed up into one of pure concentration. She is staring directly at the cards the lieutenant has laid on the table. In order, they read 1 of coins, 3 of sabers, 7 of flasks, 2 credit chips, a master of staves, and a queen of air and darkness. You recognize these cards as a number sequence.
Because it wouldn't be anything else.
0.12. Because it wouldn't be anything else.
Well, because with that combination of cards wouldn't be like a winning hand, correct?
Never, under any circumstance.
So yeah, I would look at those cards and be like, why the fuck did he go all in and seem confident in it?
137.12.
Okay.
Do you have knowledge bureaucracy?
I do.
Roll it.
Hmm.
137.12 is very likely a serial number for a bank account. A very high interest transfer fund account. Usually through one of the higher banks that the Empire has sole control over through Coruscant. This is essentially the key to a very large sum of money.
Okay. I have no way of communicating to R4, right? Since it's like
No,
a one-way communicator.
The problem with how it would have to work is there's no way for it to be two-way without making it complicated enough to be easily seen.
Yeah.
But all of this, okay, how much can people in the stands see? Like, how much is on the screen? Like, can they see their hands and stuff?
Yes. Everyone seems to be cheering. They thought it was just a bad bluff that went Lady Fiora's way, and now she's the home favorite.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like, what?
Yowza!
So now here's the question. Do I lose immediately and we take this code and try to get that money? Or do I still try to win?
The credits, boy.
Yeah, but think about the credits in the Swiss bank account. It could be anything. It could even be a boat.
It could even be 10 credits for all we know. What if it's a meta bluff?
It
could also be 10 banthas.
This
Oh
is
my
like
god, you're right.
the
We got to take the bank.
stupidest way to pass a banking code on.
Well, only if people know what to look for, right?
Yeah, but there's so many more secure ways they could have done it.
He managed to get the right cards at the right time of the hand.
Yeah,
So.
that's the sort of thing that this is like.
They just had to play until they got that exact combo of cards.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I was like, I feel like everybody was dealt specific cards this round, because otherwise there's no way he would just get that. you know? So that's why I didn't
Yeah.
go in.
That makes sense.
You would have lost.
Oh, yeah.
It's good that you didn't. Not because
Assuredly.
his hand was nuts, but because hers was.
Yeah.
She also just happened to have an unbeatable hand that round.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the probability of this specific hand working out just randomly.
Yeah.
Do you play the next hand? Like do you intend to continue?
This is tough because I feel like I'm not supposed to be able to win this. So it would be like smart to try and go.
Meta analysis aside.
Yeah, it would be smart to try and steal the bounty, but I would like to try and win. So even if that's
We'll
bad
give you
for
every
the
fair shot you're worth.
cool.
There are 3 people left at the table as
Oh yeah, that other dumbass
that
stayed
other
in,
guy,
Or more.
he plays this hand and loses it.
and he's like, "I lost to 137 what?"
No, he actually lost to pure Sabat.
Yeah.
Fair. He just got baited by someone who was bluffing way too hard. Okay. There are 2 more wisdom checks to be made.
Mm-hmm.
Winner takes all. Every hand from here on out.
Makes sense.
So
there's no point where I can bluff Fiora though, because I've noticed that she likes to go in on things. Like even if is there a way I can lead her on or no?
It does seem like she doesn't need to be encouraged to take bait. She's willing to just play hands for fun.
Okay.
The captain plays pretty straight for the most part.
Yeah, Switch's boy, he plays by the rules, except for cheating.
Just like you. I will roll for them. Go ahead and roll for yourself.
For Wisdom.
Yay.
Oh! Wait, why'd it roll twice? No,
It's only on once for me.
Because you have double exclamation point. So
Oh,
it
but
rolled twice.
I rolled a nat 20 though.
Right, but I think like the double exclamation point rolled it twice for some reason. So hence why
Yes.
it's like the 23 plus
You
6.
didn't
So you had
roll
rolled
the
a 20.
No, I did.
What?
On my screen,
My
look
screen
at.
says 23 plus 6.
My screen says 23 plus 6.
Yeah, but I rolled a
Right.
20. Like I didn't roll. That's why I'm confused.
Rolled
Why
a
it rolled.
20 and then it rolled a 3 at the same time.
But
because I think
why?
you typoed 1d20 exclamation point exclamation point.
Okay,
plus
well,
6.
my stream is open. I am doing the advanced roll of roll 1 d20 and then plus 6 and hitting roll.
What I'm saying is you made a typo and you have 2 exclamation points.
But how am I making a typo if I'm clicking the button that
I
says
don't know.
roll?
But I'm gonna blame Millie.
Yes, I also want to blame Millie because I'm like, dude, this is a 20 and I don't want that to be fucked over by this. Because that's not
The
cool.
double exclamation mark is like a feature of the dice roller. I don't know what it means.
Okay, well, if my stream is open, I have the roll button. Like, I don't know why it rolled twice.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
It rolled.
It's because you have
2d20.
compounded exploding dice. Check.
What?
Oh,
What is
you
compound?
You have it when type under exploding
Just
dice.
hit 9.
Compounded says it rolls a second die if you roll a 20.
Okay, so I rolled a 20 though.
Yes,
Like
I
I
see
rolled
it.
a 20. Okay.
I know you rolled
Yeah.
a 20, but that's what would happen if you rolled a 20. Is
That's
if you have it
so
set to
weird.
compounded, it would roll
Compounded,
another
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I
It's a
get, yeah.
compounded Shadowrun
Shadowrun style. You win the hand by a lot. You knock Lady Fioro down to about half of her cash stack, and Captain Moro is eliminated.
Ooh, Switch isn't gonna be happy.
Fuck him.
What?
Warn him
He
that
is
I
a
don't.
droid, so that would be kind of hard.
We'll find a way.
Love always does.
We'll find a way. Oh my goodness.
All right.
They're sure they make attachments, but
Now you roll with advantage.
Against Fiora.
Yes. So roll 2d20 K1.
What's K1?
Keep
Or
higher.
oh, okay.
It's 1/9 of a K9 unit.
No.
So is it just
What
slash
the-
roll to?
2d20 K1. What that does is it rolls 2d20 and it keeps the higher one and shows you that result.
Okay.
It's how your force points will work after you hit a certain level.
Wow, they were
Six.
both sixes. What?
Oh,
Okay.
you are now dead even with her in money.
I love the higher result of the same dice.
So just roll straight again. 2d20 plus or 1d20 plus 6.
1d20 plus 6.
Oh my lord.
Oh my god.
Another 6?
6.
All
I
right,
rolled 666, the devil's number?
Yeah.
one more time.
Metal.
The funny number.
I was hoping it would be another 6.
It was real close.
You lose.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You are out in second.
No.
She rolled 20 into 20 into 18 for her rolls. She just drew the nuts. Turn after turn after turn. And Lady Fioro is crowned this year's champion of Sabak.
Damn.
The doors of the casino fly open and the world's angriest pimp, surrounded by his mafia in pinstripes, start shooting up the casino. Fioro is grazed by a shot and thrown under the table by the force of the hit.
Can I not reflex to kick the table up and hide behind it?
You can.
Okay.
I will give you
What
that.
if we kill her, then we get to inherit the winnings.
That's evil and not how that works.
No,
All
it's
of
by
the-
right of we take it by right of conquest.
Are we
The
just gonna
droids-
rip her
If
face off?
if the first place dies, it goes to the second. If the second then dies, it goes to the third. That's how inheritance works.
The
I like how the
droids
dealer
at the
droid-
adjacent
Well,
tables
So
draw pistols from under the tables.
so
I'm so glad.
casino winnings are primogenitor inheritance. Got it.
I need some adequately goofy music for the pimp strutting in with his
The Manderville
activating-
Mambo?
Ooh.
That's a pimpy soundtrack.
Nah, we're gonna go with Sea Shanty 2.
Oh.
Boo.
The trap remix.
Not the
Alright.
not the RuneScape.
Wait, where did Millie's character go? Hold on, he was just right above me.
He
Oh,
deleted
yeah, he was.
himself, I think.
Hid under the table.
I see. Alright, gotcha. Don't worry, my 14 HP will block it for you.
Where were these rolls when I was fucking gambling?
So true, bestie.
Holy.
The
The shenanigal 20.
schmatical 20. Let's go.
I guess
So I need 8d20.
I guess I don't even probably shouldn't even bother with the
What, the force point? Oh, with doing
No,
use the
but-
force?
yeah.
Zeus
Yeah,
is still
you
ahead
should.
of you.
Yeah, you can still use the force to go ahead of
I
them.
think so.
You know,
I
get
will
the,
do it
get the
anyway.
correct
It doesn't
well,
matter.
you know, we want our melees to be in
I'm
first.
still higher though because of the fucking
Hey.
Buh. I mean, you could just take the 20 and apply your use the force modifier instead.
Oh, true.
It's not
Oh,
like you didn't- it's not- it's
Yeah, 'cause
not like you didn't roll the 20.
3, 2, 5. So yeah, you're 13 on 20, so 33. Because shouldn't you always just be using use the force instead of initiative?
Yeah, in theory.
Yeah, but don't I have to roll the initiative to get
No,
it to pop
no,
up
no,
in
no.
the turnover?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
Well, yes. I mean, you can do that just to get yourself into the turn order, and then you can edit it once it's
yeah.
in.
That's
yeah.
what I. So,
You should-
so I should just add it in the plus 15.
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
just do that.
But you should probably roll initiative second, right? Because you like usually use the first, I guess, every
Use the
time,
first.
and then use the first.
Yeah. Well,
Shit, Nalia's
I'm
really
still fine.
far from me. That's not good.
Well, where do you want her to be?
She has my gun.
Oh. You went through all this trouble to cheat, but you didn't go through any trouble at all to conceal a blaster.
Nope.
Amen.
I got standards, man.
Yep. But if I'm going before you, I can like
Toss it to you.
throw it at you. Yeah.
Throw it at him. Please crit said attempt to throw it.
Throw it at him. He fails to catch it. It crits him in the face, and he's out on the ground.
Immediately dies. Nalia gets a dark side point.
I still have my destiny point. I wouldn't let her kill me like that.
You need to be like everyone else and saving your destiny point.
The implication of getting a dark side point for accidentally murdering someone.
It is your turn.
I use my destiny point to nullify Nalia's destiny point.
What the?
As God intended.
Alright, okay.
Silas Draver and his goons bust into the casino, guns blazing. You fuckers think you've seen the last of me! I know you cheated me!
Okay, can I just... Well, I guess...
This is
Because I'd have to...
This is the
be
image I
moving
googled.
around.
I googled
Oh my God.
space pimp. This is what
I
I
mean,
got.
that definitely is a space
ridiculous.
pimp.
Why is this robotics in a way that it looks like a human's muscle tissue? I hate that.
I love it. I think it's great.
Oh, I'm sorry you feel that
Oh
way.
my god.
Can you do that thing where you Jedi speed?
Can you
Actually,
keep that
well,
in
you
mind?
probably just
Can
throw
I-
it.
I was gonna say, can't I just like use the full movement and move to over to Zuda?
Yes, you could.
Yeah,
Do
because
you
you.
need to. Oh yeah, right. You do still have his weapon, huh?
Yeah, unless I like move here and then toss it.
I mean, you have good strength. You could probably throw something 30 to 40 feet. Yes.
Wait, actually, let me check how does throwing work in this?
Probably a swift action.
Like, especially when
it's-
it's not like as a weapon, but just trying to throw it to something. Is that different, or is it the same rules as like throwing via weapon?
I would typically give it the same roll as like a thrown weapon attack without the damage. Unless you like rolled low enough, and then I'd have you roll damage. For funny.
For
Okay.
comedy.
Like instead of rolling a 20, you'd have to roll a 1, and then you'd crit him with the fucking blaster when it smacks him in the head.
You're telling me my reflex defense has nothing on that?
It's moving very fast, and she's throwing it very hard.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I think if you throw it at least 6, like at most 6 squares, you probably you provoke an attack of opportunity from the dealer droid.
Are the dealer droids on our side, or like where are they aiming their pistols?
At you, at everybody. They will actually fire indiscriminately into
At
the crowd.
everyone.
Okay.
They're shooting
well,
up the
then-
crowd as we
resisting.
speak.
All right. Well, that was 6 here. Yeah, and then I'm just gonna throw. Taking cover, like behind.
No, cover's over here.
All right. Well, anyway, I'm gonna throw the pistol at Zuda.
Okay.
So.
Roll to not hit. Just roll d20, and I'll kind of know vaguely what your bonuses
Okay.
are. I'm just looking for not 1. Good enough. Zuto, your blaster lands on the table next to you.
Okay.
Anything else?
Okay, does the throwing object, is that like the action or is that
That would be your standard action, yeah.
okay? In that case, I am going to I'll draw my lightsaber and okay, does like taking a defensive stance, is that like a full action or is that just like I should pull up the thing.
It's a thing you can do, but you don't get the full benefit unless you have certain feats.
Yeah, but I was just thinking since I'm not since I used my action, I can't really attack. So I just in case anyone shoots me, that's like +1 to your reflex defense or something for. Oh my god, where is the?
It would have to be swift action because that's all you have left.
Where did our other channel go? Like, didn't we have another channel that
Yeah,
had?
we lost the resources.
They're
now?
gone forever.
Oh yeah, I did hide that from you guys. Sorry. What do you need
He's
from it?
he was putting
I was-
secrets in there.
I was gonna pull up that one PDF.
Oh, the combat skill summary.
Yeah, the combat because I wanted to like double check about.
Here you go.
Thank you.
I have something in resources that you were supposed to get at the end of the night, and we have a chance to get there, but we will have to speed run some combat encounters.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, my misadventures took up quite a long time.
It was a little over an hour, yes, but we also started late, and I feel.
You want me to
bad.
speedrun combat encounters, you say?
Well,
Yeah,
2 of
we'll
those
go ahead.
bodyguards moved before you.
And they move far enough? Question.
I mean,
okay. Well, I'm just gonna ready my lightsaber and like take cover behind the table.
okay.
What's it?
This one will hop over the table and shoot at Chunili.
Oh, why me? I have done nothing
I-
wrong.
I just put all his blood back in there.
Do not shoot him. I like his blood inside his body.
Plus, I already claimed his eye.
True. I assume an 8 hits no one.
Yeah, that's a good
Why
assumption.
not?
How about a 21?
That very hits.
Against 2. Chew again?
Yes.
What?
Fuck that.
Kill that fan!
Men, focus your fire on the bystander. 16 damage.
Holy crap, it didn't make me go down the condition track.
R4C4. It's your turn.
I mean,
They indeed are within range of.
They were talking
Like-
mad shit.
he was talking mad shit.
Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Ammo.
Here you go.
Thanks. I'll take it. It hits everybody. It might not hit Silas. It does not hit Silas. It still does not hit Silas. What level do you go to 2d6k1 for force points?
2d.
Is it like 8 or something?
Is it 8? It might
Yeah.
be.
I have 8 force points right now.
It's not the number. It's eventually you just roll.
You roll 2 and keep the
Yeah,
higher.
you
when
roll
you
2.
one.
Let me check.
Oh.
It's
Yeah,
8
it's 8.
level.
It's 8.
Bet.
8 is when it changes to 2.
Okay. So these guys, being non-issues, die immediately. This man,
Takes half damage.
takes that much damage. And thus was Ad's duty accomplished by the droid once more. Anything else?
I hide underneath this table.
Okay, you hide under the table. It is Zuta Lannis's turn.
Can I grab my pistol as a swift
You can
action?
draw it as a quick action, yes.
Okay.
You can quick draw it. It's basically right there.
Okay, so I quick draw it. My free action, I take my hat off and put it over Fioro, and say, "Good game. Now let's get out of here." And then I aim at Silas.
Okay.
I assume that misses.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna re-roll my attack.
Uh-huh.
Does a 21 hit?
No.
No? I'm gonna spend a force point.
Sounds good.
Does a 27 hit for 20 damage?
Man, you crit all 3 of
You
your
mean-
3d8s too.
No, my
Third damage.
my first damage roll was with the first attack roll. So remember we said we're taking that.
Dang it,
Aw,
that triple eight.
I was gonna say the 888 though.
Yeah.
Unlucky man.
Unlucky.
Good shot. Anything else?
Still technically have a move action, huh?
You do.
You're on your own, Fioro.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Do you leave her your hat?
Yeah, she has
Okay. So you're just hatless right now.
it. I am hatless right now.
It's like he's naked. Oh god.
Silas, feeling the pain, puts his blaster down and runs.
He
Man
got
walks
nuked.
into a casino, shoots the place up, gets hit by a missile, proceeds to leave. Have a
You
good
notice
day.
that his pants are a darker shade of brown than they were when he walked in.
Oh, I just changed the name of the rocket launcher. I need to change it again. Hold on.
Mad
This
shit.
dealer droid went to market.
There we go.
Since it can see Nalia and Zuta, it will take a shot at each of you.
It has two. Oh yeah, it can't move.
A 16 for
So-
Nalia and a 15 for Zuta.
No.
Okay, if it meets your reflex defense, is that a hit or a miss?
It is a hit. It ties favor the attacker.
Okay,
Can we swap
I-
where the 15 went to her and the 16 went to me?
No.
I
Sorry.
would like
Just-
to deflect.
Yeah, sure.
If you crit one this deflection, okay. Would it have a chance to hit me?
It would actually still work because that's not how skill checks work
Oh.
in this
Yeah.
system. You could not fail that.
Yeah.
Clop,
Deflect the-
Wait.
it's your turn.
Wait.
Oh, sorry.
Did she deflect?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to attack the droid that attacked me.
Oh, sure.
Uh,
I forgot you could do that.
If it only if it misses.
Ah.
21.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
nail it.
Oh.
21.
21.
Oh.
Clop.
Oh, yes.
A firefight has broken out. The person who started it ran away.
Unlucky. I mean, I would chase after them, but
Go get him, boy.
the issue is I'm not
Yep, yep.
I'm not in the best of conditions to chase.
Wait, no, there's no way you didn't heal.
You took your second wind yesterday. I'm giving you
One
that.
of his wheels is still.
I know we took
bent.
the second one.
Listen,
Wait, hold on. I would take the second one,
Okay.
and then I have a new one back apparently.
You do, yeah, because it's a new day.
One of his wheels is
Aye.
still a little
Alright, there
bent.
we go. Alright,
It's crazy,
let me
man.
see.
With 8 HP out here.
14.
Right.
He had 14. It's more than 8.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He could survive a light breeze. It'd take at least
Alright,
a
there we
medium
go.
gust to get him. Alright. You wheel into the middle of the casino floor.
I wheel into the middle, and then it looks like this guy over here is going next. So I will shoot at him.
Sounds good.
can see the weave of the universe and know that it's going to make its move next.
Wait, these things should have shit checks because they're glued to a fucking table.
Well, they can rotate 360.
Yeah, but they're stuck in place.
Well, they can't move. Yeah.
So that
You can still
They're
miss
stuck.
them.
how can you miss something that can't move?
Yeah, it's very
Maybe,
easy to
like,
miss stationary targets
sides
in
are-
D&D.
How do you
Their
practice
sides are,
shooting
like,
except
smooth.
against stationary targets you can't hit?
I guess, yeah. No, but I mean like the melee weapon people. Like, how could they possibly miss something they can't move?
Have you ever tried to cut
They
a...
didn't meld enough accuracy.
Yeah. Have
That's
you ever
gone.
tried
What year is
like
it?
the siege of an apple? It's very easy to miss with your knife.
Mm.
This droid went to town. It hates other droids, so it shoots once at R4 and once at Clop.
What the?
A 20 to Clop and a crit on R4.
What the fuck?
The bullet like curves around your cover. It's the craziest thing.
What do
Ricochets
you-
off of one of the other tables.
Waiting to clop, somehow that doesn't hit me, even though I'm -1 in the condition track.
Well done.
Let's go.
How can it see me? I'm underneath the table.
It shoots your feet.
I
It can flip itself upside down under the table, and it.
What the dude? This
Oh,
is
it's
so-
OP.
I mean, it is
To
a
move.
it is a 20.
Yeah,
it
the 20 was to me.
360 quick scopes you with the intervention. Jumping off the roof of the building on fuck, what's the name of that damn map? Whatever, I'm critting you.
Twilight Town.
Fuck you.
Definitely not. Twilight.
24 damage.
I use my destiny point to not get crit.
Okay, you take 12 damage. I will.
Oh, it's Chu's
Still don't
turn.
understand how I should have total cover. I'm underneath the fucking table.
Tables don't go all the way down to the ground. They have legs. They
It can
shoot
also
under.
it also says it can flip itself underneath the table.
All right.
I love that this
Yes, the
has-
idea is that the droid is like under the table making that shot total for people, which
So it's whack-a-mole rules.
I love that, like, they made these droids with blasters when their primary function is to deal cards.
Well, Silas probably had some techs work on them, and they probably don't come standard with a pair of blasters like that.
No, I want them to come standard with a pair of blasters. Like, that
It
just is amazing.
I mean,
Two Neelys.
they can self-police their own casino.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I will spend my entire turn running over here, so I can be left for dead.
Excellent.
End turn.
Use double movement.
This droid had roast beef. and
Telling me
he's
you
going to
couldn't
attack
shout?
Chu Neely twice.
You telling me you
19?
couldn't shout?
attacks you
a nat
twice.
one.
Yeah, that one does not hit. The 19 does.
Okay. You take 11 damage.
This is fine. I'm in
And
my
it goes
lane.
back up to the top. Nalia. Zuta doesn't have his hat.
It's tragic.
Does that concern people?
It's weird. It's weird seeing your whole head with no hat. But I don't concern myself with that right now. Instead, I attack the stealer droid.
Okay. Hiya.
Where is it? Sorry.
Yes. That is good
Damn.
enough.
All right, and then
I'm sad
then-
now.
I would like to follow through.
Oh my god, she's doing the thing.
Okay,
Yes.
over here, and then I
Uh-huh.
think I can make one further attack on this droid.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'm gonna do that.
It's happening.
I'm
can't.
so excited.
It's happening. Yeah, you got it.
What is
Hell
happening?
yeah.
Is happening.
I'm
Yay!
having
I did
Rengar
the thing.
flashbacks.
Damn, and I already renamed the rocket launcher Maximum Spite too.
Wait,
You can probably do it
Yeah,
up to your
okay.
dex modifier amount of time.
Huh? Oh no, the movement I can move up to my move. The
She only
Extra
gets one other-
attacks?
one extra attack.
I only get one
Oh,
other
okay.
attack, but
When she takes Great Cleave at some later level, she can do it as many
Yeah.
times if you want.
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay.
I was just like double checking if follow through applied for the second hit as well. Like if I
Well, you might be able to move. I'm unsure about that.
It's just before the it's like if you deal enough damage to your opponent with a melee attack to reduce it to 0 hit points, you can immediately move up to your speed. You can only use this ability once per turn. So that's what I was double checking. If
You
it was
can
once
only
per
use
turn.
this ability once per turn.
Yeah.
Kevin,
That's
That's
Rengar
pretty
has some
good.
explaining to do.
Kevin, we need to go
But
back.
the special
And you do
is
realize how many
we have-
fucking years ago it was when we played this system, and that was the second time we had played this system was the
Yeah,
first time we ran this.
the
So
special note.
it's
is
not
if
like
you
we
have-
fucked up rules that badly before.
Yeah, and then with cleave you can move up to your speed before making the extra attack. But like yeah, I was just double checking if it was once per turn. So okay, I'm done.
All right, Zoot Suit. Get on
Wait,
with the
no,
program.
it's our fourth
It's-
turn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I can't move from this spot, or else my new artwork will fuck up.
Oh, that's true. You look so gorgeous without your hat.
17, 25 damage. Bye.
It's fucking dead.
You almost got another rocket shot at me, by the way.
Oh man.
If she didn't kill that droid, I renamed the rocket launcher to Maximum Spite. I was absolutely prepared to shoot that thing at 2 health with a rocket.
Yeah, well, he got me
It's
good.
all-
He managed to disable Chew by putting a 4 on the field.
if all the droids are dead, and
Yes.
there are no further threats, then Nelia is going to go check on
You are a threat.
I am a threat. Well, she puts her lightsaber away and goes to check on Fiora. Make sure she's okay.
Lady Fioro's been shot pretty grievously.
You said she was grazed before.
Yes, she was, and she fell down as a result. At some point after she fell, she got shot again.
Oh,
Use
no.
that shot you deflected.
39 treat injury, feel better.
Oh my god, it could be.
Oh no!
That would be so funny.
Oh no! Nelia would feel
Just
so
make
bad.
Nelia indirectly the cause of every bad thing that happens.
I love it. Please let that happen. She would feel so bad.
She is gasping for air, clinging to what appears to be a very severe wound in her chest and lung region. It's gruesome to look at. Yes, you roll 39 treat injury. Very good. God. It's not within the scope of the adventure to know if she's actually, like, 39 treat injuryable. She's supposed to die here.
Yeah, but if that wasn't a crit, but I don't know, man.
You stabilize her, but the process is extensive. She is going to require full surgical care for an extended period of time before she can make anything resembling a recovery. Every gasp of air sounds as painful as it probably feels. She shudders with every breath she tries to take. The blood that she's not losing anymore doesn't seem to be circulating quite as much as it needs to. And she's only barely staying pink enough to know that she's not dying, but she's quite pale. And they've ruined her dress.
Oh, the horror.
It's a really pretty dress. How sad.
I guess red really is the new black.
Soak it in cold water.
Well, I'm still carrying around a jug of red liquid from a previous adventure.
No.
Maybe if we put her into a coma, she'll get better soon.
Do we have time to stay here?
No, keep going.
Well, that depends. Where do you think you need to be?
I mean, probably to a bank. Oh, I tell
Get
our.
our winnings.
I look over at R4 and I'm like,
Priority.
the shit was a code.
Oh,
Wait, she's coding? Oh shit!
beep, beep, beep.
Oh, she's singing. Phew, she must be okay.
You're terrible. I hate
Well, while they're worrying about the money, Nelia's gonna try and help get her to the medical.
She is in. She defiantly refuses to be moved.
Okay.
Everything you attempt to do to help her move from the position she's in causes her so much pain that she immediately starts thrashing.
In that case, at least like make sure the medical droids like get here. Is there? However, you can like contact. Yeah, like call 911.
Medic!
It'd be
I mean,
easier
if
to
she
call
does, she
911
dies,
if
but, like,
communications
Nelia
weren't
would-
jammed.
Oh yeah,
Probably-
communications are jammed. I forgot.
Yeah.
That's true.
No one's calling 911 right now. And she grabs Zuda by the collar and pulls him close.
From 5 squares away.
Yeah, force grip.
Ah, my baldness.
Your hair grows back. Your hat is placed back on your head. It has the code that she was memorizing stitched into the brim.
She's a fast.
I'll put that back. We can have Carbuncle wear it.
Okay, wait. Does she tell me the code or
Zuta Carbunculus.
Zootuncle?
Zootuncle? Fuck you. You know what you gotta do, right?
Pick up your winnings? Question mark.
No. Damn it. The transport. Slaves.
Oh, right. No, I'll make sure they get where they need to go.
If you know what he's saying.
Gonna kill them.
You want to kill them?
They're gonna kill them as well.
Oh. Wait, well, I thought they needed them.
They know too much.
Oh, no.
Well, slavery is wrong, right? So if
I-
they're dead, that puts an end to their slavery.
I turn to the gang and go, this got a lot more complicated.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
I kind of wheel around and ask where hangar number.
44. 14.
I immediately start mapping out the fastest possible route, having the map of this place.
Wait, I want to go to the bank first.
You don't know the account number. You just know the pin.
Yeah, imagine knowing the pin and not the bank account. Sure, we could just try everything.
You know who would know you know who would know the account number is Darga.
Darga, yeah.
Oh, that fiendish hut. He makes me so mad.
Well, she was clearly working for him. Does she know where he is?
Well, we know where he is.
44.
440.
14.
Yeah.
Already on my way.
You do already know the fastest way.
Yeah.
There is a service elevator that'll take you outside the station that lets you walk down a ramp to the outside of the hangar doors.
I guess we should head there post haste.
Yes,
There's
before she's
a
left for
landing
dead.
pad right outside the hangar where service ships will dock to unload cargo, and then the interior hangar itself is where Dargo will be. So we're going there, I presume.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Very good.
post haste.
With all of the haste that your crew can muster, you abandon the not quite dying, but still, what the fuck has happened here? I'm
And
seeing
I
this for the first
called
time.
the lady.
How have you not seen this page yet today?
He was
I've been
busy
busy.
doing
I call
my
I,
stuff.
I on the way I call the lady a med lifter.
How
I can hit it
communications
through
are down?
They have an extra one just lying around in
What
the
the?
refinery sector.
Communications are only being as soon as I throw this pin off and I walk outside the door, communications are back up.
Oh,
Correct.
okay.
Jack Manderville will hand Nalia 2,000 credits to compensate her for the entirety of her stay. As he
Yay.
gets out from behind the slot machine he was hiding behind.
Well, perfect cover.
Thanks, Missy. I'll see to the medical emergencies here. You best get going.
Thank you.
Ta-ta. You zip along the hallways on your way to Hangar 4414. The crowd that has dispersed amongst all the various sectors of the station are in a pure panic. Everyone flooding towards the exits, towards the hangars, towards the landing pads, any place that they think they can find a way off the station. It is pandemonium, spelled with an A-E.
Perfect.
The special cells are full.
Oh, that's so many people breaking the law.
Can I steal a quick food from a street vendor that's unoccupied?
Yeah. You get
Hell
like
yeah.
a space hot dog that's just kind of set in
Hell
there.
yeah.
Turbo dog.
Turbo
Dog.
dog.
No, listen, this is the best stupid detail from Jedi Survivor is like there's this whole like side bit in Coruscant about turbo dogs.
Oh hell
like,
yeah.
Some of the stormtrooper chatter you can overhear is them discussing what they think it's made of.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Please.
When people say you don't like hot dogs, they have weirder things on them. That's okay because I like rat feces.
There's a certain amount that's allowed to be in there. It's fine.
Yeah.
There's an allowable amount of parts per million of contaminants.
Yeah, FDA approved feces. Continue.
And we're going towards the plot.
Did we take the elevator yet?
You have come off of the elevator and you exit out into the blustery, breezy atmosphere of Bespin proper.
As we're popping out of the elevator, I press all the buttons.
The elevator closes and you slowly go from floor to floor, from bottom to top, before getting the opportunity to go back to the bottom again.
No, I thought he got out
Yeah,
of
it
the
was as
elevator.
we were leaving, so it's just doing that while empty.
Oh, I see. So you do that while you're looking at this.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh.
we're looking at this, and he's pushing all the buttons before.
He just
the
got
door
rid of our
closes.
escape route.
Death or glory!
Honor demands it.
Holy, that's a lot of
I know.
cannolis.
Okay, quick question.
How about that? Yes.
What is the like round area directly across from us? Like where
A landing pad.
Is that where? Okay, so are
It is
both?
not the hangar. The hangar is below you, like to the south.
Okay, so the
This
south
this is a ramp going down, and this is also a ramp going down.
So could you conceivably jump from here to here?
Oh, if your acrobatics
It's like
is
a
hog.
300-foot fall.
Maybe
Jedi
with force
powers.
Yeah.
You could, in theory, jump that.
It's called having Jedi knees.
Imagine how Jedi's just abandoning us just to go down.
In the spirit of being fair, I will say yes, you can jump that. It would be rough on the knees. That's a tough land, but it's doable.
Surely that's a feat that they can have for Jedi jumps.
Yeah, it's
What?
called Surge, and I have it.
I'm gonna give you guys this music, and you'll roll initiative again.
Piano Man.
Okay. How
At
was
the
I
top, you
supposed to do
see
this?
some Imperials guarding a shuttle that looks like it belongs to them. At the bottom, you see some Klausek guards that look like they may have been bought off to guard the hangar. When the elevator opens and you step outside, all of them turn to see you as if they knew you were coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, D20. Oh, we love that.
Wait. Yeah.
Alright.
I'm good at math.
I need stat blocks for these motherfuckers. There
They
we
don't
are.
have stats.
They
Oh,
don't
they're
have
just
stats.
stormies.
They're fine. They ain't doing nothing. They can't hit the broadside of anything.
They're not statisticians.
They rolled well. Can't fault them for it. This asshole. What's your deal? What do you even do? You don't even go here. Oh, there you are.
That's a lot of motherfuckers on the turn order.
So we're trying to get to the other side of this. Is that what the?
You are trying to get to here. Sorry.
I had to zoom up again.
You're trying to get to here. This is the entrance to the hangar.
I didn't see. I don't know if you're on the
I
right
have an
layer.
arrow drawn.
Millie has drawing privileges. We
Sorry,
can't see
sorry,
it.
Sorry. There you go.
Ah, okay.
I was on the GM layer drawing arrows.
Oops.
Alright, so we're trying to get it to our Jedi's can just jump down.
Mhm.
Don't think Chew could make that jump.
I think with Surge, if I roll well enough, I think I can.
I think Nalia has a chance.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't really.
Yes, Mila said that she
If I
Roll.
the risk,
if she can roll well, she can make it.
I just break my legs, you know.
It happens to the best of us.
Now imagine rolling bad, jumping down, and then just falling over.
I can't help but notice that you get to go first. What would you like to do?
Oh,
Alright, there we go, it's jumping time.
I'm debating it, she says.
Yeah, I'm reading up on how jumping works.
The
Well, you'll be
question is
stuck in
not,
a
can you make the
1v4.
jump? The question is, do you survive the fall damage?
Yeah, that's what I'm checking. Like how falling damage works.
You'll also be stuck in a 1v4.
Oh, but she a Jedi.
They're a
Yeah,
level
They'll just
6
focus their
Jedi.
fire on
No.
Potentially, I could use like move objects to throw one of them off.
Wow, that's extremely light side of you.
Victory outlaws.
He's not
I'm
locked
j-
in with them. They're locked in with her.
Okay.
I'm just gonna force plummet someone to their death.
That's fine.
I'm confused about the.
It's possible that that's
Okay.
the best thing to do.
How? I can't find like how far. You
Wait,
can fall
Klopp's-
before you take damage.
Klopp's dex is higher than mine.
No,
Okay.
shouldn't be. His is a 16, I think.
Okay. Shouldn't I be
Isn't
above
it
him?
16?
Oh. I
Oh,
mean, it
okay.
doesn't-
So it's
Yeah, there you go.
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use Surge regardless.
Amen.
And we'll see what I roll. Why did it roll twice? Oh, because the okay. So 34. So that's a plus 30 bonus on jump checks.
Okay.
And plus 6 movement. And you said, like, how far down was it?
Like 250 feet.
Okay, so honestly, probably not something I would be able to take without breaking my legs.
Wait, this right down here is 250 feet lower than this.
Correct.
It's 2 ramps.
Eh?
Don't worry about it.
This is a
I don't-
random here.
You're coming off of like what's essentially a service elevator. It's not supposed to be like directly connected to the hangar because the hangar is supposed to be private.
Yeah, but how? There's not enough room to go down enough in this.
It's a
I don't
very
understand how that
steep ramps.
It's a very steep ramp.
75-degree incline ramps. If you need to push anything up it, it's
Would it
fucking
help
awful.
you if I made the squares 10-foot squares?
No, it's not the squares. That's the size of the. It's the. I don't know.
Understood.
The way
I will make them
the-
15-foot squares. It's
Okay,
probably
well,
it's. All right, you know what? Just for you, Kevin, it's actually only a 60-foot drop. How's that sound?
I mean, fine. It's just visually that's not what this seems like. Is all I was trying to say.
Yeah, well, visually it's not. Visually, this
Okay.
is all supposed to be flat. I'm just telling you it's not. I have changed my mind. This is actually a 60-foot drop.
Still seems like a bad idea to go alone.
probably.
But-
You're right.
Because
Which is-
all of them get turns before your next turn.
Do they?
Well, before
Well,
an alias.
Before Nalia's next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If only we had a jetpack
Fuck
for
it, I
situations
wanna-
like this.
I'm gonna do it.
I'ma
So-
do the thing. I'ma jump. Do you do it?
So, yeah,
Let's go.
That's-
All right, roll jump.
plus
Well, it's already a 30 without rolling.
So
so
43
41.
or 41. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you trained in acrobatics? No.
No.
41. What's your fortitude? Defense?
19.
You land hard on the platform and take 13 points of damage.
Okay.
But you stabilize yourself. You can land wherever you want.
Hold on, I'm doing math. You said 13.
You can just type minus 13 on the token bar thing, like on the
You
little
can?
red- Yep, and it'll subtract
Oh.
13.
That's cheating.
I didn't know. I was so
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Okay.
Unlucky.
Well, yeah, it'd probably be.
Well, if you want to also attack, you should land next to him.
That's
True.
true. And then I'm
Big if true.
gonna attack.
Okay. Seems reasonable. Bad big yawn. That will hit. and bring this man to 1 HP.
Damn.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. This guy is very afraid because a Jedi just cleared like a 60-foot gap and sliced one guy in the fucking arm.
Wait, I've just realized these are the security guards for Cloud City, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Mhm.
And they were well paid to make sure you didn't get into this hangar. But a 14 will not hit, I assume.
No.
Alright. R4. It is your turn. I want all 5 of you to roll perception, actually.
Oh,
Do that
perception.
before I decide what I'm doing.
I should have done this at the start of the encounter. I'm sorry I didn't. I don't think it changes what Nalia would do, but... Oh, Nalia doesn't see it anyway. The rest of you see a symbol that you recognize, spray painted onto this TIE fighter over here. It is the symbol of the Vipers.
Wait, the
Oh, shit, the
geckos?
swoop gang.
Yeah, the geckos. You remember
Yes.
that?
Yeah,
Okay.
like it goes.
Snake tunnels.
This tunnel snake.
Yeah.
Manly's eyesight isn't that good.
R4, your eyesight, despite not having eyes, is good enough
Mhm.
to see the woman herself crouched behind a barricade
Oh.
down on the landing pad, as if she's aiming a shot at someone.
What a hero.
Can I tell who she's aiming at?
No. And I think you know why.
Do I?
I did tell you yesterday.
Alright, well,
This is a surprise tool that we'll be saving for later.
alright, cool. Goodbye, 4 stormtroopers.
Oh. I see.
Stormtroops Deletus.
I love shitty Latin translators. Oh, you. Oh, you.
I fly
Cut-
this way.
Cut that out.
I fly now.
I forgot you had rockets.
I.
Not only do I have rockets, but I don't
Disagree.
have the penalties on the rockets anymore, so I can still do things and fly.
I hate it here.
We
Just for that, this guy is gonna shoot Nalia.
Because she
hit.
can't reach R4?
No.
These stormtroopers are quite terrified because 2/3 of them were just wiped out in one go.
All they see is boots and blood at the other end of the catwalk.
Boots and Blood, the name of my autobiography. I did not mean to roll twice. I apologize. Does a 16 hit Chunili?
No.
Oh. A 16. That hits.
All right.
Wait, Chunili? Oh. Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait, how?
Because he's
Oh,
not
yeah,
wearing
15
armor
reflex.
like a dingus.
Wait, did you get rid of your -1 from last combat?
I did not mean to GM roll
Yes.
that. Oops.
Oh my
I only
god.
have 15 base reflex. And I don't
Oh
have armor right
my
now.
god.
he has a he has a
There's
negative
reason-
dex.
There's a reason why we always mention about him getting like a Jedi feat or a Jedi talent for this.
Yeah.
You take 19 blasted to the throat damage.
Specifically throat damage.
Oh,
like-
now I'm -1.
Which
Blah,
throat?
blah, blah, blah.
Don't Ithorians have like 4 throats?
Multiple. It's possible.
Still hurts really bad in the one.
I need better music for this bitch. Shit.
Passionate duelists.
I
fine.
hope Clippy has an excuse to grapple what's her face again.
I mean, I'm very upset if she misses this because I think it's really cool. But
What's Nidhogg's music? You can have that.
Revenge of the Horde, perfect.
Revenge of the Horde, you got it. I like how it's the second result in the search.
What's the first?
Until you type of, and then in the second result becomes Revenge of the Sith.
Oh.
It's like, okay. YouTube converter. You've convinced me we're gonna do Revenge of the Horde.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
don't even particularly like this track, I'll be honest.
she wants to be a snake thing, I guess. You know, that's kind of
I
like a
do.
dragon.
I like this track because specifically I get triggered by hearing the Phase 1 music from the extreme because of how long I had to prog that fight for.
Was it
Rocket
ads?
Dragon song.
Because every time I heard Revenge of the Horde, it was after we had had like 18 hours of progging Phase 1.
Good grief, that's not right for an extreme, man.
It wasn't really, but it was more like 2.5.
That's more like it.
Well, you have to remember this is my Stormblood group. They're good people, but they're very casual.
Yeah.
How do I upload tracks? Help. I don't remember. Add new. No.
Da, 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 da.
If she misses, it's gonna be so embarrassing.
Oh, I'm gonna hype this fucking attack up,
Also,
and
just
she's gonna absolutely blow it.
I'm also just pointing out it's almost 1 a.m.
It is.
Where do you need to be?
Work.
All right, we'll cut it out after this encounter. I'm sorry.
I mean, I need to be going to bed now.
Okay. I'll let
Next
her take
time,
her
she'll-
turn, and then we'll go to bed.
Sorry, I normally wouldn't care, but I have to open tomorrow, so.
Mhm.
So you're a coward, is what you're saying. Understood.
It's not enough Starbucks in the world.
True. This long ass fucking Pikmin music playlist. Thanks, man.
Wait, she's getting Pikmin music now?
No. Just sifting through my music to try and find the correct song. Kesra whips out her brand new trusty pistol because her old one was stolen from her. Her eyes dart from person to person in the crowd. And she goes, "You all still owe me my tongue." And she fires. Does a 21 hit Chu Neely, Klopp, Zuta, Nalia, and R4.
She's got a multi-sniper?
It's a pistol.
Really?
It's
Yes.
Chew.
I don't get hit.
21 does hit me.
Yes, but can I
Deflect it? We can
deflect
try.
it? Yeah.
I'll allow it. Looks good.
Holy goddamn.
Hell yeah.
Alright. So I get Chu Klopp. Do I get R4?
Yeah.
Alright.
I do the duck when the shot comes out and the bullet goes through my hat that's still suspended in the air like a Looney Tunes character.
Heck
You
yeah.
all take 29 damage.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Cool, I die.
Oh, he used his destiny point earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can use a force point to not die, right?
Who the fuck's carrying me the rest of the way? I'm
Wait, Nelia's down there with you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, someone can repair you.
no, they can't. Not in the amount of time.
I've got used computer. You're like a computer, right?
It takes 1 hour to restore 1 hit point to a droid.
We'll try and find the time for it.
Oh shit, Klopp is also down.
No, he's at 1.
Well, I'm at 1 HP.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I didn't use my other second wind, but I am A-okay.
It's like a hole in your mouth. You just thumbs up.
What mouth?
The one hit the CD tray.
The CD tray you like was fed that drug?
Yes.
Can I?
Oh, actually, you might take half that because you're outside of her. Oh
no,
no,
it just doesn't.
see-
It just doesn't hit me.
Yeah, it just doesn't hit you because it's her short range.
Because if it has the short range penalty, that would not hit.
For you specifically, because
Yeah.
you're out. I think it still hits. Is that 165?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
it's
deflected it
165.
anyway. It still hits the two of you then, but it
Yep.
it actually misses you because of the range penalty.
Is the range penalty 5?
Yeah, it's -5. No, it's -2
Okay.
For being out of
for
range.
for short.
Oh, okay. It's okay. It scales up. Okay. I found the chart. It took me a moment.
She cackles, and then moves towards the TIE fighter.
What a what a jerk.
Off in the distance, you see a Star Destroyer leaving the system.
Shoot.
It leaves behind a Gallifrey transport, which you recognize as the ship that has all of the slaves on it. And departing from the hangar ahead of you is an unmanned transport loaded entirely with Tabana gas on a suicide run towards the transport.
That's not good.
And that is our dramatic cliffhanger.
What kind of a pistol shoots 5 bullets at once?
It is the Unleashed feat.
Huh.
You can roll 1 attack against 5 targets for 1 destiny point.
That's pretty insane.
It's strong too.
Yeah. Wait, so is that Lambda class shuttle thing is that just unmanned then?
The Lambda shuttle is just parked there.
Okay.
That's ostensibly the ship that the admiral or the lieutenant would have come in on.
Gotcha. Okay.
So he's probably, if he's not like dead or unconscious somewhere, which I think he dies when Silas raids the casino.
Mhm.
I'll have to reread. But he left before the game ended, so he might have actually gotten out.
Mhm.
But he might have died he might have like died in the hallway on his way out.
Sounds like
Because-
a ship we can steal.
Well, spoilers. There are other ships you can steal too that actually have weapons and armor and shields. Good ships, very good ships. You just gotta like kill Darga for them. But you'll find that out when you get down here and you see into the hangar that Darga is still here, and you can raid the hangar
Enact
for
sweet
some stuff.
revenge.
Yeah.
So
Has what?
the ship is taking off from the hangar. C4 and I are next to that's filled with Tabana gas, right?
Correct. It's an unmanned transport filled with Tabana gas on a suicide run to the slave ship. The Imperials have turned tail and they are trying to get out of the system as fast as possible. But
Okay.
but they also don't want the slaves to survive because they may have potentially seen something that they don't want shared.
I don't know for sure if I will be here next week because it will depend entirely on when I get back on Monday.
Right.
If on the off chance I'm not, I just wanted to